Hey y'all. Happy Labor Day. Hey y'all. Hey. Let me see. Let me speak. Let me speak. Hey Goddess Anita. Hey Truth Speaker. Hey Summer Lauderdale. Hey Allie Renee. Hey Lana. Or Lana. I want to make sure I pronounce it correctly. Hey Phoenix Rising. Hey Jay Smith. Okay. These are all the people I see in the chat so far. We're going to get started and get into it as we get into it. I know it does seem like forever since I've had a live. It has been a long time. Hey, Angelica Lena. So I know some people are out celebrating, Labor Day, having themselves a good old time, drinking and doing whatever it is they doing. So we're going to play a little game before we get started to get into these shows. So I was thinking, because I saw this come across Instagram, and I was like, that is actually a cool game. So we are going to play Never Have I Ever in the comment section. Okay, so what you're going to do is I'm going to say like never have I ever, whatever. And then if you have done that, then you put a drink emoji or a wine glass emoji or a beer emoji, whatever kind of emoji that looks like a drink. You will put it there and then you would say something, whoever, it doesn't matter. Then I'll put the never have I ever up on the screen and then we'll just keep playing it like that. But I'm going to wait for a few more people to join before we get into it. Hey, Thick With It. Hey, 713 Rose. Hey, Shim Jim. Hey, Tasia. Is it Zavi? Am I saying it right? Hey, Zavi. Hey, Mia's Ministry. That's not Mia the Entertainer, is it? I'm just kidding. Hey, AW. Hey, Belicious. Hey, Light and Airy. Hey, Tay. Okay, so y'all know we got so many shows to catch up on. Okay, so if you're just coming on in the room, we're going to play Never Have I Ever. Okay, so you're going to get your drink emojis together. And I'm going to say Never Have I Ever something. And if you've done that, then you just go ahead and put your drink emoji in the chat. And then somebody else, whoever, it doesn't matter. It's not any particular order. You would just say Never Have I Ever done this. And then if we've done it, then we're going to put our drink emojis or whatever the case may be. Because it's Labor Day. So let's just have a good old time. And then we're going to make our way into these shows. Because, honey, we got to talk about Married at First Sight. Because I know a lot of us have a difference of opinion. Some of us are Team Zach. Some of us are Team Michaela. I'm Team don't do them Clorox wipes like that, especially when they scare us, okay? COVID running all up and through the classrooms and you slamming down wipes, girl, what is wrong with you? Like, what is happening? Hey, I guess you can call it a podcast. Hey, Brooklyn, baby. Okay. Hey, Kelly Keys. Hey, Tiffany Shantae. Look, Tiffany say, look, I'm getting real drinks. Y'all ain't got time to play with you. Hey, A. Cole. I know. Okay, guess what? We're back on our regularly scheduled programming because y'all know, like, listen, I was trying to do like 17 different reviews on one day. And so I actually almost burnt myself out. So I had to like pace myself, which is why you still haven't gotten the Love After Lockup or Life After Lockup. Honey, they loving and locking up something, okay? And we haven't done that review yet, but it's going to be up by tomorrow. Okay, and also, it was another one I missed. I don't know. Family or Fiance just hasn't been doing it for me lately. It's not giving the zhuzh that needs to be given. Hey, Sean. So I just feel like, hey, Nika. I'm like, look, I just need to take a little break from Family or Fiance because I'm not sure exactly what's happening. But I'm going to need to get myself together. So on Fridays, y'all know I had Put a Ring on It, which was a really popular show. So I didn't want people to wait on those reviews. And then I had Love After Lockup too. And then on the Saturday, it was Family or Fiance and Love and Marriage Huntsville. Those are popular shows too. So I was just like stuck on when to have my lives. But y'all know when Married at First Sight season start, we got to do our Friday night lives. So next week, let me see, because we don't have a Put a Ring on It and Love After Lockup can wait. Okay, so this Friday of this week, we're going to start our regular lives on Friday until Ready to Love comes back. I'm like, oh, child, why all these shows coming on the same day? Oh, and yes, you're right. And then we also have to get Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. It's coming back, giving the zhuzh that needs to be given. I'm ready to see Jen get locked up. Won't let her out. Where's her lawyer? Shout out to Akon. Honey, I'm ready to see her get locked up, child. Stealing that money from them old people. They love to take advantage of the elderly, okay? Oh, Miracle Love. I was going to watch that, watching Meghan and Harry. I was going to see what's all doing. Okay, so y'all, let's get into this game. Okay, so we all here. The people are all gathered here today. Thank you for joining me. Happy Labor Day and whatnot. If I forgot to say hi to you, I'm so sorry. But I'm going to go through it one more time, and then we're going to get into it. Hey, Chelsea. Hey, Pretty Brown Eyes. Hey, Doja Cat. Let me see. Hey, Black Girls getting their shift together. I love that name. Hey, Paige B. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Miracle Love. Let me see. Hey, Wendy. Hey, M. Sharice. Ashley, Julia Rose. Hey, R. Smith. Hey, Miss C. Hey, Taylor. Hey, D038. Hey, Monique King. Roz Williams. Monique Spinner. Hey, JB. Hey, Yvonne. That's my BFF. Yvonne always leave a comment. Let's see. Okay, y'all. So now we're going to play. For those of you that have just gotten here, we're going to play Never Have I Ever in the chat, okay? Because listen, it's Labor Day and we getting our zhuzh together, okay? So we just going to play it. So I'm going to say never have I ever done this thing. If you've done it, you put a drink emoji in the chat. If you want to say something after that, like never have I ever been kissed. Okay, if you watched Married at First Sight last season, you know exactly what I'm talking about, honey. If you've had a man treat you like Chris treated Paige, but you've never done that, then you would say, never have I ever been kissed. And then we'll put a drink in the chat if we have been. Because, honey, I know I could put a drink up for that one, okay? Child, I've been a fool for some men in the past. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go first. Let me think of something. Never have I ever made out with a celebrity. Now, if you've done that, go ahead and put a drink in the chat or an emoji or something like that. Hey, Kia. Well, you know what? Actually, I have made out with a celebrity. I take it back. Not that one. That's a story time. But I have made out with a celebrity. So we'll scratch that one. Okay, let me give y'all another one. Okay, let me give you a good one. Let's see. Never have I ever stolen something. Let's just start with something easy. Never have I ever stolen something. So if you've stolen something, then go ahead and put a little drink in the chat. Oh, I see some of y'all out here kissing celebrities and whatnot. Okay. Child, let's get into it if we're going to get into it. She said in honor of Destiny and Mel. Yes, we're going to play this in honor of Destiny and Mel. And y'all please go and check out Vlog Media Breeze. She does all kinds of different content on her channel. It's really good. She had a whole expose exposing and getting into it as she get into it with other things. So y'all need to go out there and check it out. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So who else has a never have I ever question? Okay. So I see some drinks going in the chat. I see it. Not by accident. Yes, I'm going to need y'all to please hit that like button. We are playing Never Have I Ever in the chat. So I'm going to need you to come on in the room, hit the like button, subscribe if you get something out of the content. Stay with us just a little while because we're going to get into it as we get into it. But we're just playing an introduction game to get us warmed up. And then we're going to continue on with the television foolishness. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to come up with another question because I see one. Here we go. Never have I ever blacked out from drinking. No, not me, honey. I'm gonna drink a Coca-Cola and a cranberry juice if I don't do nothing else. I'm not about to get into the alcohol of it all. I will drink a cranberry on the rocks. And then when people ask me, I just lie and say it was mixed with vodka, especially when I was just turning 21. They would be like, oh, what you drinking? Knowing it was straight cranberry on the rocks. I used to be like, girl, I don't know, child. I think they threw some kind of vodka in here and it's just cranberry. You know how I do. Child, please. You know how I do. I had a little lying problem back then, child. Okay, so I see. Okay, my 21st. Does one time. Yes, it counts. Y'all hit that like button. Okay, here we go. Anybody else got a never have I ever question or y'all want me to get into it? Okay, here we go. Never have I ever had a threesome. Nah, I ain't going to be able to put a drink up. Child, am I bored or what's going on? Child, what's happening? Okay. Okay, so we see some drinks in the chat. Never have I ever had a one-night stand. Child, what a drink emoji at, child. Woo, child. Let me tell y'all something. Baby, it was a night to remember. Do y'all hear me? Okay. Now we're gonna get into it as we get into it. The question was, never have I ever had a one night stand. That's what the question was, Daphne. Never have I ever had a one night stand. Thick with it. You said Badu is your niece. Okay, so we still like a not the baby bottle. Child, I'm done with y'all. Okay, here we go. I just saw another question. Never have I ever been fired. Child, let me put one in the chat. Child, I didn't ever think I was gonna get fired. I'm a very good employee. Child, they call me in there because they like to get they work out of you for the whole entire day. They gonna call me in there and say, "Have a seat for us." I'm like, "Are we about to get into it as we get into it?" Okay, so what's happening? They were like, "Yeah, we really value everything you're doing here, but we're doing some cuts." Well, why y'all cutting me, honey? What did I do? But child, needless to say, I was fired. So child, throw a drink up in the chat for me. It's usually a one night stand because the sex wasn't it. Nah, not in my case, Julia. Let me tell you something. It was popping, okay? But I never want to see him again because I didn't feel like being bothered. Sometimes I get like that. Honey, I just want you to do a little drive-by and go on about your business. Let me see. Okay. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. I just saw a question. The chat going so fast, child. Wait a minute. Here we go. Never have I ever gaslighted your significant other. Drink in the chat for me, honey. Let me tell y'all some of my younger days, I gaslight the hell out of you. You be you be thinking you crazy when I get through, honey. It's a mess. Some of them said they got fired on their day off. Not the Friday, fired on your day off. Okay, let me see. Sean, yes. Does it count if it's in a foreign country? I don't care if it's I don't care if it's in Minecraft country. I don't care what it's in. It counts. Okay? You have to put a drink in the chat if you've done it. I'm so glad I caught a live. I just came across your channel and I freaking love you. I'll be mad when your videos be finished. You be having me rolling. Thank you so much. And thank you for subscribing too, honey. Welcome to the Opinionated family. And you came just in time because we're about to start our regular lives on Friday. So it's going to be a good time. Child, never have I ever dated a coworker. Let me put 15 drinks in the chat. I dated 2 coworkers and married both of them and divorced both of them. Child, don't ever do it. Okay. When I tell y'all don't ever do it, I mean, don't ever do it. Okay. It was the relationships from hell. Child, and then one of them ran away with the other coworker. But child, that's a story time for the second channel. Child, it's just a mess. Let me see how many drinks in the chat. Not worth it. I know that's right, child. If that ain't the truth. Yes, I dated him. Cause I'm always working. Like even now with YouTube. I'm so laser focused on YouTube because let me tell y'all something, honey. I don't know if I'm gonna continue on with the teaching of it all because the school systems are not acting right. There's no mask. People are coughing. People are walking around coughing. People are lying. I'm vaccinated. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Okay. My son has asthma, severe asthma. So I can't just be letting you cough on me and then coming home and kissing my son. So, I mean, I'm gonna need y'all to binge watch these videos because I might be transitioning over to full-time YouTube. And yeah, I'm going to need your assistance. I don't care if you let that bad boy play while you're at the grocery store and your phone is in the car. Please let that video play because I just don't know how much longer I can be stressed. My stomach hurts. I have anxiety. I'm sure some of you have noticed that my videos have been a little late. I'm trying to post them before I start work and it's like posting at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's just all over the place. Okay. But I am a worker. That's what I do. So even on YouTube, I am laser focused and trying to do everything I can do for my channel. And so I don't get to meet people. So, I'm just chilling and whatnot by the water cooler of it all, just getting some water, glue, 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 glue. Because that's how I come out the water cooler, glue, 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 glue. And it was coming out. So, I'm getting my water and then I drink it and whatnot for the skin. And, he was like, hey, and I'm like, hey, and I'm thinking to myself, what floor you work on? I ain't never seen you before. So he looking at me, I'm looking at him. And then child, next thing I know, we was hunching and whatnot. Not the same day, But but a little bit after that, and then he was giving the judge that needed to be gave, and then we started dating, and then we tried to keep it hush because people were watching and whatnot. And then eventually we were just like, we're a couple. And then, the whole situation of it all happened. And then one thing led to another, and we got married. And then after that, we got divorced because he was a psychopath. And I was like, you being that fine, I should have known someone right. I should have known, child. And that's what happened with that, child. But it's an in-depth story. But I'm just giving y'all a little taste of what actually happened. But child, don't ever stop at a water cooler on a Monday morning because you're discombobulated. You don't understand that you're there and it's Monday morning and he coming in looking all fine, smelling like something, honey. I don't know if it was, I think back then it was, what was the fragrance all the men were wearing? Honey, I don't know what it was, but his shirt was pressed real nice and he was looking good. And oh my God, honey, and I like him tall and he was just wearing it. And I was getting water for no apparent reason, trying to wake myself up. And child ended up with a whole husband. Child, don't do it. Just so exactly. Nah, don't be thirsty on Monday. Y'all are so crazy. Don't be thirsty on Mondays, honey. End up with a husband and a restraining order. I'm just telling y'all right now, honey. I said what I said and I ain't changing it. Okay, here we go. When I was a teenager working in fast food, it happened a lot. Yes, you are absolutely right. Working in food service, you definitely will pick up a man, one you don't want, child. He ain't making no money. You ain't making no money. Y'all ain't making no money together, hunching after every shift. Oh, no, ma'am, honey. No, ma'am. Child, let me remember to bring my own water to work. Yes, and now with the COVID restrictions of it all, and per the CDC, we don't want now a piece of a water cooler, and we don't want now a piece of a man standing at the water cooler. Okay, now it might work out for you, but it didn't work out for me. And that's just my story, and I'm sticking to it, y'all. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so this is a good question. If you go full-time on YouTube, will you step from behind the veil? No. I explained it in another video, but it's for safety reasons and because, I just want my life to be private. I love all of you. I love, communicating with you. And of course, I am going to evolve my channel after a while. I mean, maybe in a few years or something, but I don't foresee it right now because I'm dealing with the nut. Okay. And that's a story time for another day. But yeah, I think I'm just going to stick behind my character made in my likeness and continue talking to you guys moving forward. Let's see. I don't want you to show your face. I enjoy your channel as is. And you know what? I feel like if I come from behind the veil, people are going to be like, now who is that? Where's the girl and the dog, honey? Let me tell you something. If you're anything like me, I get accustomed to something. And if it changes, then I'm looking like this ain't really giving the judge that it was giving me at first. That's even how I am with housewives. When they add a new housewife, I mean, I got to warm up to you a little bit. Just like Mia and her lies. Honey, I got to warm up to her. Maybe she'll get better as the time goes on. But for right now, honey, it's a hell no. Okay? La Williams said, I need to drink more water on Mondays. Have a whole wife after a while. Let me tell you something. If she's literally thirsty like I was, honey, I'm thirsty over here at the water cooler, thirsty for the man, honey, dehydrated. Do y'all hear me? Like I'm in the Sahara Desert. Child, he came in and my eyes adjusted to the light because I am not a morning person. Okay, you would think I would be a morning person to have to get up and talk to these children. But I still got an attitude in the morning. I don't want you coming to my desk. I don't want you asking me no questions. Open that book up. Don't say nothing to me until the second bell rings. And then once the second bell rings, I can gather my thoughts in my good wig and then I'm fine. But this is when I was working in oil and gas. And child, I was working in there and I came to work, child, crunching them numbers. And I went to that water cooler and he was standing there and child, it was on. Baby, if think back on it, honey, it was the good old days. I mean, it wasn't so good afterwards, but it was good during the time. You're so funny. I don't think we need to see your face. We might die of laughter if we could. Baby, if you saw these facial expressions, you would be like, now, girl, what's going on? We're a relationship. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all watched my Put a Ring on It review, the way I hollered, I know we playing Never Have I Ever Child, and I had got off track. The way I hollered when Egypt said, so have you spoken to Darion outside of the show or we're a relationship? Girl, oh my God. I said, now we're a relationship. What is happening? Girl, goodbye. When I tell you, I was in here hollering and my son came in. He was like, what's wrong? Mommy, are you okay? I'm like, oh yeah, baby. I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing at Kai and her bare relationship. Girl, open your mouth up. Separate your words. What is wrong with you? Girl, goodbye. Child, I cannot. Okay, let's get back to the never have I ever of it all, child. Okay. Never have I ever received a college degree. Put 2 drinks in the chat for me. I definitely received a college degree. Yes, I followed a YouTuber for like 6 years and he recently showed his face and I was just not prepared. It ain't giving the same thing it was giving, child. Let me see. Let me see if y'all putting y'all drinks in the chat. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, I see a lot of drinks. I see a lot of drinks. Okay, let me come up with one. Never have I ever. No, I was finna lie. Like I was finna say, never have I ever kissed on the first date. But child, if we get into it as we get into it, honey, when I was younger, I mean, what we gonna do? We about to get it popping or not? But no, okay, so let me not say that. Let's see. Never have I ever. She does speak so immaturely, Rhonda. You're absolutely right. Let's see. Never have I ever slept with someone that my best friend slept with. Like, you know, we dated the same dude or, you know, I didn't know she slept with him, but then I slept with him. Never have I ever done that. So never have I ever had relations with one of my friends' significant others or their exes. Never have I broke the code. Okay, because some people like to do that. But let me tell y'all what I did do. And I'm about to put this video up as soon as we get off this live. Okay. So, child, I accidentally dated. I didn't know they were brothers. Okay. I didn't know. They didn't grow up together. They didn't live in the same house. They didn't live in the same state. But then, child, I was getting into it as I got into it with the one brother. And he said, let's go to the family reunion. So I'm thinking, okay, we've been together long enough. Let me be introduced to the family. So, child, I went and got my hair all fluffed up and looking all good. And, you know, put my clothes on me right and whatnot. And child, we get to the family reunion of it all. And there is the brother. And I said, how do you know him? He goes, that's my brother. I said, oh my God, child, and we done got into it as we got into it. I was so shamed. Do y'all hear me? I was so shamed. But let me tell y'all something. I was only 24 years old, okay? Before y'all thinking I done got the zhuzh in my 30s. No, I was 24. His brother lived in New York. I had never even heard about a brother. Okay. He never said, I have a sibling. He told me he was an only child. They have different fathers. No, they have different mothers. So I was thinking, okay, you know, you're an only child. But child, when I went to that family reunion, and you know, I'm just eating the barbecue and the baked beans and, you know, just looking around. Lil Lucky, is that you, Lil Lucky? You know, the family just there playing dominoes and spades. And, you know, I'm laughing. Y'all know how I like to do, honey, skinning and grinning. Next thing I know, I get ready to go to the porta potty of it all because I had everything set up. And I'm walking that way and I see him and he see me. And you know how you in a park and you see like a person far, far away in the distance. And you see they got that family reunion shirt on. So, you know, they all looking alike and whatnot. And, you know, I don't have no family reunion shirt on because I'm not family. Okay, because I wasn't with them like that. But I was with the brother. So I'm walking towards the porta potty and I see him and I'm thinking I'm seeing him. I'm going to call him James because his mama called him James. So I see James in the distance and I said, I know you fucking lying. Back then we wasn't saying that, but in my mind I was thinking, I know this cannot be true. Okay. So then as I'm going into the porta potty and I come out, he's like, let me introduce you to my brother. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. When I tell y'all, I have never been in a more awkward situation in my entire life. My stomach was sinking to my feet. Honey, I had lost all the color in my face. Child, I think I was sweating. My palms were sweaty. Honey, it was just oh my God. Oh, that was the worst experience ever. But I'm going to tell y'all the rest of it because it gets interesting. I'm going to put that video up today. I promise you it will be up on my second channel and you guys can go over there and check it out, honey, because it was, ooh, child. Random Musings, thank you for the super chat. Just a small thank you for all the laughs you brought me. Thank you so much for the super chat. I can't put it up here on the screen for some reason, but I can see it. Yvonne, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for always hearting and commenting on my comments. Oh, absolutely, honey. If y'all don't comment, child, then I mean, I'm just gonna be out here by myself. I guess you can call it a podcast. I started a backup channel just in case where I do specifically story times. Now I have not posted a video over there yet. But today is going to be the first day because I got a whole bunch of them stored up in my mind, and it's going to be much easier than it is to do a review. So I can get those out faster because I don't have to actually write down what the people are saying or whatever. Because I mean, it's me. I'm the people. But I will put the link to the new channel in the chat. It was a scheme and a scam that Todd set up to come at me with the bullshit. Child, when I tell y'all them was some fine brothers, baby. Baby, that daddy did that. Do y'all hear me? Honey, he did that. Both of them standing up real tall and strapping. Honey, I like them. I like them young and strapping. Okay, so, they standing up looking like some. I mean, I should have known something because, I mean, they did resemble once I saw them together, but I would never have. He lived in New York. And see, me and him had got into it as we got into it when we were in college. And then I met his brother when I started working. So, I'm not imagining the boy from college going to intertwine with the one. It is definitely 6 degrees of separation. Okay. Because you can know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that know Beyonce. I mean, that's just how it goes. And I wasn't expecting them to be, we're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Like I wasn't expecting it. Child, oh my God. The way that this story ends, though, y'all gonna be like, girl, what kind of life? Honey, it should be a Lifetime movie. It was a fool. Do y'all hear me? Okay, so back to Never Have I Ever. Let me see what Lana said. No worries, girl. Dated one of my friend's dad who was 25 years older than me, and he and I are still friends. Oh, girl, what? Baby, see, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly. Give me a high five. Beautiful, guys. Cut and print. Child, y'all know I'll be storing up songs in my head. Now, if anyone know Beyonce, hook me up. Well, JB, let me just tell you a little story time. It's not really a story time, okay? So, Beyonce is from Houston and whatnot. And, everybody want to say, I went to school with Beyonce. Okay, I know Beyonce. If you're from Houston, honey, people just be putting themselves with Beyonce. Okay, child, Beyonce, cool. Well, my cousins, they went to this church downtown Houston. And, this is when Destiny's Child was the Dolls. And there were like 8 or 9 of them. And they would always do these talent shows all over Houston and all this kind of stuff. So my cousin was like, you should go to this talent show with us and you should enter this talent show. Now, this is when I thought I could really sing. Okay. I feel like if I would have got a little me, you, us. I feel like if I would have gotten me a little vocal coaching, I really could have been up in there. I could have at least hung with Ashanti. See, my days are cold without you. I feel like I could have talked and sung at the same time. Or I could have been a Brandy. I want to be down. But I thought I was Beyonce at the time. So, we went to the talent show and she was like, you should enter the talent show. And I'm like, okay, girl. I mean, I guess, because, that's when I thought I wanted to be a star. Okay. So I get to the talent show of it all, honey, and I get ready to do my little song. I'm hitting the mic like I'm a real, talent. I'm like, is this thing on? 1, 2, 1, 2. Child, and I did my little song. And, I got a little round of applause and whatnot. But then the Dolls stepped on the stage. And this little heifer started singing. And this little heifer's name was Beyonce. And baby, that heifer was singing. I was like, oh, child, let me just take my, third runner up and move on over to the side, honey, because I really wasn't giving the zhuzh that I thought I was giving. But child, that's just my little story. And she ended up going to the same church with my cousins. And then all of a sudden, one day we were in the 8th grade. And then all of a sudden I heard, no, when it's really yeah. And my cousin was like, girl, Beyonce and them got a record deal. I'm like, not the girl from the talent show. And she was like, yeah, girl. And I'm like, what? Child, and I was like, let me watch this little video. Boy, I know you want me. I can see it in your eyes. I'm like, dang, they could at least ask me to be in the group. Child. But that's what happened, child. So that's just my little story. My little story time that's not really a story time. So I don't personally know her, but I have been in a talent show with her, and the heifer can sing. Okay. If she can't do nothing else, she gonna sing. And I mean, it was a good time. But I didn't win the talent show, but I went on to become a YouTuber. Child, y'all know I'm crazy. Y'all know I am crazy. Talk about embarrassing. When I was in my 20s, I was drinking and was with this guy that I knew. What we did. I woke up the next day so embarrassed because I couldn't find my what? Girl. Oh my goodness. I was in a talent show with one half of the Yin Yang twins. Ay, 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 ay. She got her hands up on her knees and her elbows on her thighs. She liked to twerk and ask for service. I could tell she fly. I know that's right, Lil William. And then what happened? When you was in a talent show of it all, what happened after that? What's the name of the second channel? Okay, let me put it in here. Okay, listen, Rebecca. I mean, if I don't do it, then who gonna do it? If I don't give myself some judge, then who gonna give it to me? Yes, and now I'm a YouTuber. But what's so funny about that is, girl, not you comparing being a YouTuber to the biggest entertainment sensation on the planet next to Michael Jackson. Girl, now she got a whole beehive, and you over here talking about let's get into it as we get into it. But hey, let me tell y'all something. I'm very proud of my opinionators. So honey, I am not gonna let people make me feel some kind of way, okay? I really am not. Okay, let me see. Romel, I am actually having a great day. Yes, y'all, please hit the like button. It is 397 of you in this chat. We have not yet to even get into what we're about to talk about, honey, because I'm long-winded. But I know that's why y'all come here, because y'all know I'm going to talk if I don't do nothing else. But yes, please hit the like button. And Romel, I have had a pretty nice day. Okay. Thick with it. Speaking of Beyonce being born in September, one thing that me and her do have in common, okay, being the Virgo of it all, that she's September 4th and I am September 17th. So this Friday that's coming up, we are going to have our live. And then on my birthday Friday, we're going to have our live. And then I'm also going to be doing a birthday live with Chloe. And I know some of you are subscribed to her channel as well. She's a Virgo. She's September 18th. I'm September 17th. So we are going to have a birthday live together. And we're going to have a good old time. So y'all make sure y'all join me. And you know what? I need to figure out if I'm allowed to use some music on YouTube, honey, because it's going to be a party, okay? We are having a party. We having a party. Okay, so I want everybody to come so we can have a good time. Me and Queen B are both Virgos. So we do have that in common. Oh, happy birthday to your baby. Happy birthday to all my Virgos. Yes, and when we have our birthday live, it's going to be a whole Virgo party. You know, gather all your Virgo people up and come on. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to put Chloe's her channel in the chat, and I'm also going to put the second channel in the chat, so that y'all can go over there and listen to this story time about how I ended up with these brothers, child. I was like, oh my God, child. And both of y'all fine too? Well, let's get into it as we get into it. I dated a man and married him. His older brother and younger brother were always hitting on me. It was crazy. They be bold about it. Marvina, yes, they actually do. Okay. His uncles was a little bit too much. And I mean, everybody's just a little bit too much. Now, I accidentally dated the brothers, but I'm not going to just voluntarily be like, okay, you on Monday, you on Tuesday. Like, ill. Okay. But some of these family members, they really get into it. No music, you might get a strike anyway. I like the singing. Oh, yeah, you're right. See, that's what I'm saying. But then I have seen some YouTubers use music on their lives. So that's why it always confuses me. I'm definitely going to be in attendance. My job just going to have to see me. Child, tell them to call me. Congratulations on your sweet 39. Thank you, Kenzie. Let me tell y'all something. I'm feeling a little sick to my stomach about the whole one last year in my 30s. Oh my God. I really want to do a photo shoot and everything and just really bust up on the scene. But now I'm having another COVID birthday. So I'm going to have to do it on my 40th birthday. And you know what? I think I might. Let me see what I think I might do is I think I might just give y'all a little silhouette on my birthday so y'all can see what I'm working with from the neck down. We can, put the judge of it all a little bit later because, honey, the crazy people are watching. So I got to make sure, you don't know who knows who knows who. So I'm just saying. I know that's right, Rhonda, honey. 40s are the new 30s. And baby, let me tell you something. Some of these people in their 40s, baby, they're looking better than the women in their 20s. I was looking at this TikTok and this girl was like, she was doing her little birthday dance thing or whatever. And she was like 25. I said, girl, what? Girl, what kind of moisturizer are you using, honey? Chalk? Like, girl, I'm gonna need you to get that face to get 25. Oh my God. I said, oh no, ma'am, honey. Let me go in there and get my coconut oil. So I can make sure I'm still looking like something, honey, wearing a ponytail for no reason. Because y'all know them ponytails, they pull your skin back, make you look like something. Child, so I'll be running around here with a ponytail on for no particular reason, swinging it back and forth, making these reviews. Honey, you will not see me with my skin sagging. Oh no, ma'am. Honey, I gotta get a man this year. Child, this is getting ridiculous. I have been by myself for like it's going on 5 years now. So I'm ready to get into it. Okay. I want somebody to smell vanilla candles with me and go to the Bath and Body Works sale and hold my bag. Okay. I want somebody to call me, but don't actually come over. Just call me. Okay. When we get through getting into it, as we get into it, I need you to go to your house and I'm going to stay in mine. And then, then we're a couple, but we're not really a couple. It's like I want somebody, but I don't really want them. Am I explaining it right? Y'all know what I mean. It's like I want the man, but I don't really want the problems that come with the man. Because it's always some foolishness. So I basically just want to talk to you when I want to talk to you. And then that's it. So that's basically how I'm feeling about it right now. She said we need a virtual ceremony. Susanna, absolutely not. I will never get married again. I have gotten married twice and they both ended in gloom and doom. No, ma'am, honey, never again. If I do happen to let somebody trick me into a marriage, we're going to be staying like Giselle in her Etch-a-Sketch house. He going to be staying in the West Wing and I'm going to be staying on the Etch-a-Sketch side. We are not. Our paths are not going to cross. I don't want to live with a man. I don't want you living with me, because you got to make sure you're specific, because you can say I don't want to live with a man, but you could be like, well, he living with you. No, I don't want you to live with me. I'm not going to live with you. I want you to get your mail at your own separate address, and I'm going to get my mail at my own separate address. Okay. I want us to meet. I want us to miss each other. I want you to come over. I want us to be passionate, and I want you to go home at the end of the night. But thank you for coming. But I mean, it sounds sweet, but I just don't want to. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I have to get one this year too. Just had my birthday, Virgo. Happy birthday, Midwest honey. And said I was going to start dating again. Yeah, I'm starting to feel a little something like I want to get me a man. Okay. I'm like, you know what? I think I want to date somebody. Game on radio. I'll be 40 next year. Good thing I'm blessed with Lorenzo Tate genes. I know that's right, honey. Okay. I know that's real. Sign me up for the fountain of youth. I'll take it. Married twice and I will not again. Little Sally Walker. I love that name. Little Sally Walker. It reminds me of when I used to play those little games in elementary school. I love that name. But I will draw that retirement check from Union Pacific, honey, and will. Okay. I'm not about to find nobody's husband. I don't want it. And wait a minute. Somebody just said my husband might be in these YouTube streets. I don't know, honey. I mean, if Michaela ain't treating Zach right, he can call me. No, call me Zach. No, I'm just kidding. Look, I'm gonna have to put on my real sexy voice for my Married at First Sight reviews from here on out, because Zachary's listening. Moving forward. Honey, that's his favorite part. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing with y'all. Honey, he's too young for me. 27, what I'm gonna do with that? Okay. What am I gonna do with that? Now, I know some 27-year-olds can be mature and whatnot, but yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Okay, I'm just not gonna be able to do it. 40s are lit, but some of these dating pools get pee and pooping. Christy, let me tell you something. Every dating pool I've been in, honey, you need some chlorine for that water, child. Everybody out of the pool, child. It's the deep end. Okay, I'm like, I do not have time to be bothered. The opinionator's gonna vet him real good for you, Misha. He ain't ready for us. Listen, Kenya, I'm gonna bring him over here and let him be from behind the veil, and y'all tell me what y'all think. Okay, I'm gonna be like, y'all like him? Y'all think he was given the judge that should have been given? Honey, but I mean, I don't know. It's like, where I'm going to meet a man. I don't go nowhere. I'm sitting up here doing reviews, going from one job to the next, and then getting on live. He must be on the live. Man, are you on the live? Child, let me see. If you're on the live, put a drink in the chat. Child, this is a mess. I will not marry again either. Once was enough. I did 35 years married and 4 years before that and done. Oh, 35 years, girl. I think I did 35 minutes. Child, Tasia says Zach be watching too. Downy down, honey. He said he loved my reviews. Shout out to Zachary. Child, he said he be watching. Would you ever do a reality show? I would. I actually sent in an audition tape for The Circle. I want to do that. Um, what else? Back in the day when I thought I wanted to be, this is another story time, but it's going to be on my other channel. Um, I had auditioned for Real World and I got chosen. Okay, this is when Real World was really popping. Okay, it was going to be the Real World Paris season. And I'm glad I didn't get chosen for that season because that season was so boring. I was like, oh, child, snooze fest. But I really wanted to be involved in television in some kind of way. So I decided that I wanted to be on the Real World. And back then you were stereotyped cast. So you had the one that was never in the house. You had the one that was always starting the drama. You had the token black girl that kind of got like a little attitude, child. Then you got somebody like CT. That's for real, real world watchers. If you really into MTV, I'm into all things TV. So then you got people like CT, and he's like really like an athletic guy. He's kind of a loose cannon, but he still gets the girls. Okay, you have that person. So it was like a whole bunch of different people that they would cast for this. So I sent in my audition tape, and I heard something back, and then I sent in another tape. Okay, because it was like a round of auditions. And I remember I was working at IHOP at the time, and the tape had to be turned in at a specific time. And I used to work overnight at IHOP. I was about to get ready to go to college. I had already graduated high school, and I was working at IHOP on the overnight shift. And I remember getting home, my boyfriend at the time, I said, here, record this for me, this audition tape, and I'm gonna send it to the Real World. He was like, take your apron off. I had an IHOP apron on, child, and I had my hair pulled up in a ponytail. And I was like, you should choose me. I'm doing my little spiel or whatever. And so I sent it in. I didn't think they were going to say anything back. I got an email. That's when I was using Yahoo, child. So y'all know that's a long time ago. Child, I was using that Yahoo email address. You couldn't tell me nothing. So they emailed me back on the Yahoo of it all. And they were like, we really like you. We want to move forward. So I ran in there in excitement to my mama room. And I'm like, they want me to be on the Real World. She was like, girl, this is the Real World. No, ma'am. You are going to college. And I was like, but they want me to be on the Real World. Girl, because back then, if you were on those type of shows, you could parlay it into something else. And, I was like, but I'm going to be famous. And they were like, mom was like, no, you're not going to be famous. You're going to go to school. You're going to get a job. And that's going to be the end of that. And that's what happened. Child, I didn't even get to go. I was like, I'm going to have to decline this offer. And I feel like she, stole my zhuzh from me in that moment. And I just always wondered what would have happened had I gone on the Real World. Like, because you remember Tammy, she was on the Real World. I'm not sure what season. I think it might have been season 1. Tammy Roman, she came from the Real World. That's how I always remember her, because her season was so good. And every time I see Tammy, that's what I always think about. But y'all, yeah, long story short, which is really not short because I done went on for about 10 minutes, I would definitely do reality TV or something. I would definitely get into it. I finally caught you live. Used to love the Real World. Couldn't miss it. Me either. Cheryl, look, I was right there for each and every season. I was every season strong, and Road Rules. But then Road Rules, they didn't really show it like they did Real World. So I would catch it every now and again. But yeah. Let's see. What about your podcast? Yeah, I am trying to get that started too. I just have something like with me. I have so many thoughts and so many things I want to do, and I try to do them all at once, and that doesn't make any sense. So that's why now I try to use my tunnel vision for one thing, and then I try to move over to something else. So I'm trying to focus on YouTube right now, but then I'm keeping my audio so that maybe I can upload that to the podcast so I won't have to do double the work. But then I was thinking, I don't want to split up my audience, because what if I get no views on YouTube because everybody loves to listen to the podcast? So they just want to put it in their ear and, do whatever they're going to do. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Tammy and Heather B were my favorites. Me too. Girl, bump reality TV. The people making money on OnlyFans. Are they? How they making money? Because, I ain't trying to take off nothing and whatnot. I ain't trying to have my avatar naked and whatnot. Child, have me and my puppy over there bare, child. Not on the OnlyFans, honey. Yeah, so sad. Wait a minute. Somebody said Zach be cheating. Who said, when did we figure out Zach be cheating? All right, let's get into the shows, y'all, because we've been on here for like 44 minutes. All right, so the first show that we're going to talk about, let's go ahead and get into Married at First Sight. So we have this question here. Who's staying together on MAFS? The experts. The experts are staying together on MAFS. Dr. Pepper, Dr. Viviana, and Pastor Cal. Child, that's all I can come up with. Because, at first I had high hopes for Johnny and Bao, but now it's seeming like Johnny might be a nitpicker and he's a runner. So I don't know if that's going to work out. Now, Bao did take him telling her that she was real childlike. She took it like a G, I have to say. But I don't know if that's going to parlay into them staying together. Okay, as far as Zach and Michaela are concerned, listen, I know a lot of people were like, I feel like he was gaslighting her. I don't. I have dealt with some fools, okay? And when I was watching him interact with her, I do not feel like he was gaslighting her. I feel like Michaela is a loose cannon. I know it's hard this is what I feel like. I know it's hard for it to be the woman, and last season it was Chris. So it was easy for us to go in on him, But I feel like if we would have seen Zach going from room to room saying, Michaela, and then coming in and slamming down those wipes like she did, very, like almost scary, like, because I don't want to put aggressive on her, very scary. Like that really frightened me a little bit because I'm like, dang, I've dated a guy that just spazzes like that for no reason. That was more than you forgot to come in and say goodbye to me. Now, I don't know if she has been in a relationship where the dude has just gotten up and decided to do his own thing and not communicate with her. I'm not sure, but that right there, that was a mess. Okay. And that was not normal. I'm just so shocked at how people are trying to make that normal. If Zach would have done that with those wipes and responded that way, like I think people are looking only at when they sat with Pastor Cal. Okay, cool. They sat down with Pastor Cal. They got into it as they got into it. They said what they was going to say about it. But at the same time, her reaction to him being lost when she woke up, that didn't make no sense. That was frightening. And then I watched Unfiltered, and I was talking to my sister, and Zach said on Unfiltered, he said that Michaela had told him not to wake her up when she was sleeping, and she was very adamant about him not waking her up, so much so that he was scared. A lot of people were laughing at that, but let me tell you something. I was looking right at him, and I've had friends that are like Zach, and I think that's why I take a kinship to him, kind of, because I had a friend that reminded me of him, and his girlfriend was a loose cannon too, and she would cuss him out all the time. She would tell him what for, honey. She was something else, okay? And he would genuinely be scared of what she would tell him. Like, I don't want to make her mad because he didn't want to feel her wrath. That's not cool. Because if she was telling us on Unfiltered that she was afraid of him, oh, child, we would be in an uproar. And y'all know I would be giving it to him left, right, in front, and back, all up and through that review. Just like I did Chris last season. And Vincent and everybody else that was fake over there on, MAFS Atlanta. But I don't know. I just don't feel like, I don't know. I don't think any of them. Okay, Brett and Ryan. She definitely overreacted, but they haven't gotten used to each other due to missing out on their honeymoon. Yes, Chocolate Sooner. That's what I think. I'm like, they haven't even gotten a chance to get to know each other yet. Like, you have to give them a chance to adjust. And this is my thing. If I'm ticked off at you, I would have just politely sat there and waited till he came back. Because during this time, they're not working yet. They're just going to the shared space. So there was no reason for you to pack your IKEA bags, girl, and head on down I-10. Honey, just sit tight, wait until he gets back, and say, let me tell you something. Don't leave this house again without saying something to me, honey. Yeah. It's COVID outside. Like, just let me know what's going on and answer my texts, answer my calls. We need to communicate with each other. It could have been handled so much differently. It just didn't make any sense. I could see Zach being afraid after Michaela told him never to wake her up, but he could have left a note or something. But Danielle, that's another thing he said. He said that he texted her and he told her that he went to take the dog to daycare. She knew exactly where he was. And then all of this transpired. So I don't know if this was before or after the wipes, but he said that she knew where he was. So I don't know. I can't believe she told him never wake me up. Like she is a bear hibernating in the winter. Like, girl, child. I was like, what happened? But you know what? Some people are like that. Don't wake me up. I don't care what's happening. Honey, the house could be burning down. Leave me inside. Michaela is the plot line of every Lifetime movie on a Saturday afternoon. Sorry, not sorry. She's crazy. Makeup addict. Allegedly. Child, goodbye. Child, I'm not about to play with y'all. You thought Vincent was fake? I did. And I still do. Honey, Miss C, definitely. Honey, definitely giving out. Do anything for clout. Shout out to Cardi B. I'm just saying, honey, I don't know. I just don't trust it. Women can be abusers. CB. I don't think we're ready for that conversation. I mean, let me continue to let you speak your speech, honey. Women can be abusers, and it's past time excuses stop being made for them because they're women. Nothing about Michaela sits right. CB. Girl, you better speak your speech. And let me tell you something. Had the roles been reversed, I would have given the same energy to Zach. And I really didn't even just go in on Michaela because I'm trying to make sure that they're not painting her out to be something she's not or creating a narrative for our Black women. So I tried to wait on it, you know, but that scared me because I've been with somebody who reacts that way and it progressively gets worse. Now, when I saw him on Unfiltered say with a sincere and straight face, I was afraid. I was scared when she said, don't wake me up. So I didn't wake her up. He's trying to do everything right that she wants done. And baby, she don't want it done. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, do you want the man or you don't want the man, girl? Like, this not making no sense. He gonna go out to get the mail without saying something. She gonna burn the house down. Kelly, okay. Child, the whole thing going up in flames. All I can see is her walking away like Angela Bassett on Waiting to Exhale, honey. Ooh, child. The car and everything burnt up into a puff of smoke. Child, it's gonna be a fool. When she slammed down those cleaning wipes, I said, huh? Exactly, Susanna. I was like, oh, ma'am, what is happening? Like, what is really happening? Like, why are you responding this way? But I wonder why he didn't say that on the show. Like, you told me not to wake you up because of the way they're producing the show. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all heard the uncut version of my reviews, you would be like, girl, what are you saying? Like, it is so many ways to edit and splice and take out and add and voice over. And it's the way they wanted it to be. They are producing a show. So when they show it to us, of course, for us to follow the storyline, and now we're looking, we got a magnifying glass on Zach and Michaela now. So they couldn't very well say, well, you told us not to wake you up. And something didn't seem right about it because I thought it may have been some editing when she said to him, you a damn mother lie, when she said that to him. And then he just like looked at her, and then she got her phone, and all of a sudden passed the car. I'm like, wait a minute, something is missing right here. Like, what in between her picking up this phone, what did he say to her? Because she kind of like gave him a look, and then he got up and he went to open the door. Thank God Pastor Cal and his glasses were on the outside. And, you know, I just feel like something was missing there. So I think they're trying to create a narrative. And you know what I also came up with, okay, because I've been sitting down dissecting Married at First Sight, you know, because I really want to know what my H-Town people are up to, okay? It's 515 of you on this live. Please do not hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe, honey. If y'all want to do something nice for me on Labor Day, honey. And so I dissected it. Yes, she did, Sean. Hold on, let me put this up here because I want the people to custom clean out. I said, oh, baby, that's not effective communication. And this is my thing. If he was giving you that energy, then you give him that energy back. But all he's saying to you is you left at 9:15. Why would he come up with a specific time if he didn't know you left at 9:15, if you had not communicated? So that was one thing that stuck out to me. I'm like, why would he just create a time out of thin air? You left at 9:15. And she was like, you a damn mother lying. I'm like, okay, girl. Baby, that couldn't be my brother. Nook, if you bug, boy. Tell it to be a whole problem. Shout out to Crime Mob. Honey, it would be a fool. Denise, honey, Michaela gives me the vibe she only messed with hood dudes. Denise, let me just let you in on a little something. The side of town that she's from in Houston, baby, they get into it as they get into it. I'm talking about They gets into it. Okay. You riding with a dope boy or a trap boy or something if you riding down that specific area. Okay. And I ain't gonna tell y'all how I know that, but honey, I've been investigating and whatnot. I'm not saying everybody from that side over there does that, because they don't. But I could see why you would think that. Okay. I really could see that. I want the uncut drama. Sounds more entertaining. Okay, thank you for saying that, because that leads me to what I was about to say about me dissecting the show. Okay, so Atlanta, that was a stellar cast. I have to say that. As much as they got on our nerves, each and every couple gave us something. Let's revisit Clara and Ryan. Ryan didn't want to drop them draws, but Clara was dropping them jaws. Okay. Eric and Virginia. She wanted to spend a night and get drunk, and Eric wanted to pretend like they were perfect. Vincent and Brianna. She would talk in a baby voice. He would act like he didn't hear her. His shirts were too tight. His shoes were too tight. He was uptight. Honey, he was always acting a fool all up and through. So there was that. Paige and Chris. Honey, need I say more? I ain't got to say nothing else. Paige and Chris. BMW and Paige. Honey, body made wrong and Paige. That was a stellar cast. Each couple gave us something. So even if we took one of them away, we could still have something to work with. But then I was sitting down minding my own, business and giving my unsolicited advice and opinion to one of my friends. And I said, you know what? The reason why we're getting this type of season from Houston is because their cast is not as dynamic as Houston was. I mean, as Atlanta was. Nothing against my Houston people. I love y'all all. But they're creating narratives for these people. Let's visit Mirla and Gil. Gil is the firefighter there to save the day. Princess this, princess that. But who's the person who's always talking about the coins and the money and the budget? It's Gil. Okay. Mirla said one thing about, I think as far as like her shoes or what she likes or trips or whatever, she is a complainer. Nobody likes a complainer. Always finding something wrong, always upset about something. No, we don't like a complainer. But outside of that, what is she really doing wrong? Complaining. That's it. So Lifetime is creating the narrative that Mirla is the spoiled brat that whines and complains, and Gil is there to save the day, and he's the woe is me husband that doesn't get kisses. All right, let's move them to the side. We're done with them. Jose and Rachel. Rachel's self-esteem is a little bit stifled, honey, because she got frenemies all around her and people who, pick and poke at her self-esteem. So they put her with Jose, whose self-esteem is in the crapper as well, honey, but they're trying to act like it's not, okay? And he's pretending like he's perfect. And what I realized is they put her with the exact people that she's already had in her life. Jose went into this woman's house and was like, ooh, you have water bottles on the floor. Sir, we live in Hurricane City, okay? If you don't have water bottles in your kitchen, then what do you have, honey? You got to have some jugs just in case. Second of all, the jugs were neatly placed in the kitchen. It's not like they were in the middle of the living room. They were in the kitchen over to the side. Then he started, well, why do you have all these pencils? Well, why do you do this? Isn't my couch better than yours? My couch is great, isn't it? It reclines. Don't you like this? And look at, I want this house to have like, Jose, cut it out. So now they're creating their narrative. All right, let's move them to the side. Michaela and Zach. Zach is, the young, inexperienced dater. Michaela is not that much more experienced than him, but she's a little bit older, 3 years. They put those two together because of the physical attraction. And now they fussing and fighting, honey, because Michaela is spoiled due to what she's been doing all of her life, having everybody take care of her or whatever. But now they're trying to spin it to, abandonment issues and because of her father. And this is the way things are. And it's going to be explosive, and just tune in because we're going to have at least one couple with some major drama. That's them, Brett and Ryan. That's the filler couple. That's the couple that they put in between Johnny and Bao and Michaela and Zach. So you put Brett and Ryan in the middle because they ain't gonna do nothing to each other, honey. Brett, she just gonna be looking, honey. She's scared of her own shadow. Ryan, he gonna get into it as he get into it. He gonna say a little something. He gonna look him completely blank because, honey, that's what he does. And and we're not even gonna remember them when their scene is over. Then we have Johnny and Bao. Bao mentioned that she didn't take, because I read a comment and it really resonated with me. And I said, you know what? You are absolutely right. Somebody said in the comment section, they said, they're not saying that Bao never takes a bath. They're just saying that she doesn't shower before she goes to bed. So I had to think about it. I'm like, okay, maybe she's one of those people that takes her showers in the morning. Because there are some people like that. They get up in the morning and they take their showers. So, okay. I was thinking, because she said that, now all season, we're going to go with the narrative of Bao doesn't bathe and Johnny doesn't like her because she doesn't clean or whatnots. Okay. So now that's their narrative. So I feel like they're making something happen with Houston because it's really nothing there. So they have to give us something. And that's just what I think. So that's why I'm like, I'm thinking they creating these narratives. Well, on previews, Brett's friend caught him on a dating app. Girl, I know you can lie. Hey, is that the truth? Girl. I like Mira. At the very least, you know exactly where she's at. Exactly. Not showing her best face 24/7 to the camera. And child, Mira gonna put on her flannel pajamas, honey, and her greasy hair gonna be straight down, honey. She ain't gonna put on no makeup. She gonna get them individuals and put them lashes on top of them other lashes, and honey, she gonna go on about her business. And Gil gonna beg for kisses while you kissing his dog in the mouth. Honey, no ma'am. Eric and Virginia now on MAFS Couples Cam. Production kept them there for more conflicts. Yes, and then I was watching because I don't like Couples Cam. I don't know what it is. It's just I'm not a fan. But I watched a little snippet of it, and they were doing how when they're in those little squares and the couples are together, but Virginia and Eric, they were separate. And people, they were asking them about themselves or whatever. And they were like, oh, yeah, we're doing great. I'm like, child, please. Y'all still lying. Honey, it's been almost a year. Let it go. If you shower in the morning, you should also shower at night. Can't be getting into bed dirty. Nicole, I'm all for it. I'm with you. Honey, y'all listen. If you listen to my reviews, you know one thing I don't like is dirt. I don't like no nasty stuff. Honey, I'm even telling y'all at the end, spread love, not germs. Honey, don't cough on each other. Wear your mask. Wear your mask, honey. Child, I'm just saying. I remember I was tired to tears and told my man that I would sleep on the floor instead of shower. He ran the water, undressed me, washed me, and took great care of me that night. He was great. Aw, D, that is beautiful. That's why I told Johnny, I said, just hose her off it's not as beautiful as yours, but I told him, just hose her off in the driveway, Johnny. Get you some soap. Squirt it at her as soon as she get there. Get that good old water hose in the yard and hose her off, child. And bring her on in the house, child. It's a mess. Court documents said that Eric and Virginia divorced, separated in May of 2021. That sounds about right, right? MAFS has been on a search for the angry Black woman, and they finally got it. Denise, listen, that's why I didn't go too hard in my review. I said, you know what? She has abandonment issues from her father. And also, you could have communicated, Zach, because that was before I knew that he actually did communicate. But I was just trying to make sure that I saw both sides before I just gave them what they want, because they want me to go in like that. So, but I'm not sure. Because the way the rest of the season is going, when I saw them previews and she was kicking that door and telling them to get out and all that, I'm like, oh, child, something might be wrong, honey. Exactly. Why would you want to get in your clean bed just stinking? Not stinking with an A. Bao gonna mess around and get a fungus or something. Child, then she was trying to put it in the fabrics and the couch. Talking about, I'm just gonna sleep on the couch. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, Pam. If it's one thing a couch gonna do, it's absorb some funk. Honey, no, you are not about to get my couch so funkified. Girl, if you don't go in there and take a bath, girl, get yourself together. I almost died when Ryan was in your comments talking about, let's get into it as we get into it. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Ryan he's a hoot, okay? He is a hoot. I just have to say that. That's all I would say, child. He's something else. And also, I'm glad you said that about him being in my comments. Some of the subscribers, I don't know if they're subscribers or they're just watchers, they're just passerbys that come into the MAFS videos and watch them, for the entertainment on a Thursday morning and gone about their business. I was a little bit offended. Okay. Now listen, I am watching 2 hours of a show, but the way that I review it for you, I spend 4 hours on that show before I even record the video. I try to make sure I give you the best that I can give you, as much details as I can, because some people don't like to watch Married at First Sight because it takes too many hours out of the day when it really should only be 1 hour, but it's 2. And I try to make sure that I give you verbatim what they say. Now, sometimes I might put a little zhuzh on it, but I'm very proud of my MAFS following. Okay. And I feel like I organically built my channel. I love everybody that gave me a chance and actually came and, you know, listen to my MAFS reviews and then stuck with me for the long haul. I appreciate each and everybody. But I just was really offended that some people was all in it. I mean, and I just felt like I needed to block you, because let me tell you one thing about me is I don't like negativity of any kind. I'm not going to knock you down and make you feel less than. When you getting your judge and somebody giving you your flowers, go ahead and receive them. Okay. That is why I do Flowers Friday for people who are otherwise not recognized. Okay. I'm all about that. I'm all about supporting other YouTubers. Now, granted, you know, ain't nobody reached out to me, you know what I'm saying? With the exception of a few. But, you know, I'm all about supporting people. Like, why is it so hard to support people? So let me tell y'all what I'm talking about. People were all under Zach's comments because how dare he actually watch my review? How dare he actually like my reviews? How dare Ryan actually knows a catchphrase? We're going to get into it as we get into it. Oh my God, that's not Ryan. Why would he comment underneath this channel's page? Why are they breaking the fourth wall? Matt, aren't you going to get fined? Why would you respond underneath? That's not really them. It says that people even went so far. They just created this 9 hours ago. Okay, what's your point? So you think somebody got time to create a Married at First Sight email and decide to come underneath my channel of all the channels they could have gone to and decide to leave a comment? Please give me my flowers, honey. I don't bother nobody. Why would you come underneath I didn't appreciate it. It didn't come off nice. It came off as, why would anybody want to hear you? Why would they comment underneath your video? Like, why would you do that? Who are you to say they shouldn't be commenting on my video? That hurt my feelings. Okay. I'm a real person, just like everybody else. I bleed, I cry, honey, just like all of you. And I put a lot of hard work into those videos. Some of y'all don't want to watch Married at First Sight, but I do it for you. And I do that because I enjoy you, first of all. And I enjoy the comment section. And I love to hear what y'all gonna say, honey, because when I tell y'all know I'm goofy. Okay, because y'all know I'm already goofy when we do these lives. So you know I'm really cackling when I'm not in your ear. So when I'm reading your comments, I'm genuinely responding. I genuinely care about my subscribers. I personalize my comments to you. I don't just say, yeah, great, heart, just hearting everybody. No, I read your comments and I respond to them. So it was very disheartening to see people say, like, that's not Zach. I'm pretty sure, I'm almost 100% sure that's not Ryan. Well, if you're so sure that it's not Ryan, honey, why don't you go over to some of these other reviewers? He's leaving the same comments. I'm sorry, honey, that it's a catchphrase over here, honey, because we're going to keep on getting into it as we get into it. And obviously, he likes that. Obviously, Zach has listened to the reviews and he likes that. And let me just give you this for the haters, okay? I just want to make sure that I say this because I was talking to a friend of mine and I said, you know what? I'm a very humble person and I don't like to toot my own horn. I don't like to do that because it makes people feel like you're big-headed. But you know what? I really feel like sometimes you have to pat yourself on the back. So I'm just going to let y'all in on a little insight. The Married at First cast, okay, they over on the Instagram, honey, and every last one of them almost follow me. Okay, Johnny DM'd me and he said, you know what, you're hilarious. I had to find your channel. And when I was listening to your reviews, I had to find your Instagram page. I think you rock. I mean, do I need to put up the screenshot receipts? Like, I mean, I don't understand why they can't like me. So that really hurt my feelings. And I understand that this isn't, an avatar. Okay. But I've heard from Ryan, Zach, Mirla, Rachel, Johnny. Like, what is wrong with them liking my stuff? So that really hurt my feelings. But honey, I'm going to drop the mic right there because we getting into it as we get into it over here. H-Town sticking together. Okay. Just so we're clear, it was actually really Zach. It was actually really Ryan. Okay. These weren't made up emails that they just created and decided, let me clear my name over here on Misha's channel and just pretend to be Zach. I was like, and it was more than one. At first, I was like, okay, well, it was one. And I was like, I can see why they would say that, because Atlanta, they didn't speak except Jacob. And y'all know I loved me some Jacob, honey. Me and Jacob, we thick as thieves to this day. Jacob, that's my boo, honey. We gonna talk in the DMs. We gonna message each other. He gonna look at my stories. I'm gonna look at his. He gonna support me. I'm gonna support him. Jacob, that's my boo. Everybody knew that from last season. So of course, Jacob, he gonna comment, y'all. He ain't care nothing about old flat face Haley. He ain't care nothing about Lifetime. He ain't care nothing about Married at First Sight. He didn't care. Child, Jacob gonna say what he want to say, okay? But I know in the past, they haven't really commented. So at first I understood. I was like, oh, okay, I can see that, because maybe they feel like, well, the cast has never really commented before, so this can't be real. But then I started to see it over and over. Don't even worry about responding. That's not Ryan. Oh, child, why are y'all responding to this? Why would Ryan be under this video? Why would Zach say this on this channel? I was like, okay, y'all finna get cussed out. Like, I mean, I love all of y'all or whatever, but don't do that. Like, don't do that. Like, just be nice to people. If you see something you don't think it's real, just pass it on by. Like, just be like, that's not them. I'm going to keep this to myself. I feel like it's not them. I'm going to keep on going. I'm not going to say nothing, but don't bring me down, because I was very excited to see that comment. Okay, to know that somebody is watching your hard work, to know that somebody is paying attention to you, of all people. There are plenty of people reviewing this show. Okay, you have major, huge YouTubers reviewing this show, like what's his name? He does it with his wife, Kev on Stage, and Mrs. Kev on Stage. They're huge. Okay, they get the interviews that nobody else gets when it comes to Married at First Sight. I'm a little bit told channel over here with my little 17,000 subscribers. Thank you to all of you. I really appreciate it. And that made my day. I screenshotted that. I'm proud of it. Then all of a sudden, here y'all come bringing me down. Baby, don't do that. Okay, so you were blocked. You can listen to this live. You can watch those videos, but you're not going to be able to comment, because I don't want your negativity. Okay, so moving forward. All right, y'all, let's get back into it. I've heard Maurice the lawyer use your sayings on that Huntsville show. Child, ain't no telling what child, wait, let me tell y'all something though. Something so funny is I was watching the Beverly Hills Housewives, right? You're doing an outstanding job. I love you and your reviews. Thank you, Sandra. Yeah, it just really hurt my feelings, because I was like, man, why y'all can't be happy for me? I thought we were family. Like, we stick together over here, honey. Tag the opinionated family on their comments and we will cuss them out for you. Just say the word. Kelly, don't even worry about it, girl. Don't even worry about it. Because I just went on ahead and blocked them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why we just can't stick together? They from Houston, I'm from Houston. We love each other, honey. But I'm going to still give it to them how I'm going to give it to them. I don't care who they are. I mean, if I see something that's some foolishness, I'm going to have to say it. And they understand that. But just by them saying, I love your reviews, that was rude of you to say, that's not them. And when Ryan said, child, let's get into it, if we're going to get into it, his personality is actually great. I know he doesn't come across like that on camera, but he does have a very dry sense of humor, child. But I appreciate it, because sometimes my sense of humor is dry as well. So I can relate to him. But y'all, let me shine for just a minute, please. Okay, thank you so much. Like, go on, honey. This is a fool. Please put your sayings on some merch. I need a t-shirt. Brooklyn, baby, I do have some merch. Okay, and I will make sure that I put that in the chat. Negativity doesn't ever reside. Hashtag shining in your voice. Moving forward. Honey, I'm just saying, like, leave me alone. I don't bother nobody. I'm a very friendly person. I'm not for strife. I'm not for conflict. I'm not for confusion, honey. Child, if you don't go. Let's see. I don't watch MAFS, but your reviews are bomb. So I don't think anybody watched MAFS. Thank you so much, first of all. But I don't think anybody wants to watch it this season, especially after last season. I use your sayings all the time, Misha. I pretty much feel like I owe you money at this point. Listen, I feel like some of these channels owe me some money, because the people ain't watching these shows, but y'all know I'm gonna make it seem so exciting, honey. Like it's the best thing you could ever watch. You get over there and be looking at the show like, no, this is not what Misha said this woman was gonna say. What happened to the judge, honey? Child is a fool. But yeah, that hurt my feelings, child. I was on cloud nine and people tried to bring me down. I said, oh, this is crazy. So I just stopped reading the comments. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to pin it. I'm going to leave it alone and I'm going to wait till the next review. And then I'll respond to the comments on the next review because y'all tripping, honey. I'm glad you review MAFS because they only getting 1 hour out of me. And that's what I'm saying. It's hard to watch it because this season is not really giving what needs to be gave. But I just try to make something out of nothing. So, I mean, if you want to do 7-hour reviews, then you go ahead and do it. Talking about it ain't them. Child, that really hurt my feelings. I'm like, oh, honey, y'all blocked. Reviews are generally better than the show. Look at Pillow Talk for 90 Day Fiance. Just saying. I love Pillow Talk. Let me tell you something. Every time I watch that, I'm like, I wish they would call me. Even though I know those are people that have been on 90 Day Fiance before. Every time I watch it, I'm like, oh, I wish they called me because I love to get into it. Thank you, Dina the Explorer. Continue to speak your speech. Thank you so much. And y'all already know I told y'all last time to go check out Dina the Explorer's channel. Her comments are always on point and the channel is all the way on point. And she did my little, there's like a little banner when you go to my channel. She redid that for me, honey, because mine was all leaning to the left and whatnot. So she helped me out. So y'all, please go check out her channel. They need to retire the experts from MAFS and bring in some of these YouTube reviewers to do the matchmaking. Look, I wish they would. You know who they really need to retire is that host for the reunion, honey. I wish they would just give me a seat. Just give me one chance. I promise I'm going to put my wig on right now like I got some sense. And, I'm just going to talk to them like I should talk to them as we really get into it. But you know what? I would love to see that because I could see Kojo from Little Black Book. I could see him doing that. I could see, Mrs. Kev on stage. I could see Kev on stage doing that, honey. And if they want a little Cedar, get into it as we get into it, honey, they can call me. I will step from behind the veil and let's get into it. I mean, I just feel like it could be so much more. Also, let me host Unfiltered. I love Jamie and everything, but Jamie, sometimes I feel like she wants to be nice to them all. And she's always telling them, it's going to be great. Everything's going to work out. Just keep talking to her. No, I wanted to tell Zach, now, why are you scared of her? Is she nuts or a weirdo or which one is it? Like, so what's going on with that? Like, I want to ask them some questions that's going to get the people entertained. But I haven't been really watching Unfiltered because it comes on after MAFS. And I'm like, I'm not about to be watching 2 hours of MAFS and then 2 hours of Unfiltered. It's too much. Like, it's just entirely too much. And let me tell you something. Them producers, they be watching these reviews. They might sit silent, but they do watch the reviews. Because, I ain't going to tell y'all how I know, but they watch these reviews. So, you just never know what could happen. Look at Funky Dineva. Honey, he getting his time to shine, baby. He's getting his things, as he would say, when he's still here to receive them. And, I know people look at YouTube and they're like, YouTube, really? Like, what are you going to do from YouTube? Honey, you can make a bag on YouTube. You can also be recognized on YouTube because you never know who's watching. That's why I always try to make sure I put my best review forward, my best foot forward. So for anybody that does have a channel and that does want to, start a YouTube channel, make sure you always give your best. If the review doesn't sound great, scrap it and do it over. Let me tell y'all something. Sometimes when those reviews come out, like real late, like at 4 o'clock in the morning, it's because I started completely over. I will listen to the entire review and be like, girl, what are you even saying? Like, are you sleepy or what's happening? Like, it's not given what's supposed to be gave. And I will scrap it and do it all over. So just always make sure my mama always told me that, honey, you don't know who lurking, watching, looking, and you never know when it's going to be your time. So, just congratulate others, baby. That's how you get your blessing. If it ain't them, cool. Then it's a weirdo pretending to be Zach and Ryan. Very creepy. Giving very much Chris, season 12. Okay? Ciao, goodbye. Romel, you definitely should, honey, because the way you be going in on them Beverly Hills housewives, baby, we need it. We definitely need it. Because listen, I was watching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, y'all, right? And Garcelle had grabbed the phone to call Sutton. I don't know if everybody watches this, but for those of you that do. And as soon as Sutton picked up the phone, she said, hey, girl, hey. I said, okay, this is the second time y'all done did that, okay? Now, first Erica did it, and now you doing it. Let me find out y'all an opinionator. Let me find out that's what's happening. Enlighten you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Girl, go walk that dog. Child, that dog in there chilling. Chloe, yes, always put out your best work. Exactly. See, this is the Chloe Johnson. This is who I'm talking about when I said we're going to do our birthday lives together and have us a whole big old Virgo birthday party. And Chloe will do it in a minute because she's a perfectionist too, just like me. That's just the Virgo in us. If her reviews don't sound right or don't seem right, she going to put something in her community tab and say, listen, y'all, I couldn't do it today. It wasn't coming out right. I ain't gonna be able to do it, but I'll give it to y'all tomorrow when I feel like it's gonna, when I feel like it's gonna be great. I'm gonna give it to you then, because really and truly, this is what I hate, and this is no shame to anybody, but what I hate is for you to do a review and you're not interested, or for you to do a review and be like, well, that's it, that's all I got. It really wasn't doing nothing. It really wasn't giving nothing. Well, don't give the review. If you don't feel like the show was worth reviewing, don't review it, because people come to you to hear your commentary, to hear the judge that you give, to hear what it is that makes you unique, to hear what it is that makes them want to subscribe to your channel. So when we watch you and you feel frustrated, like you don't really want to be bothered, or I didn't want to come to work today, then don't come to work. Like, always make sure that you can give what you are supposed to give. So that's my advice to anybody. Not saying I'm just like the greatest YouTuber on the planet, honey, because I'm just starting myself and I'm still learning things. I'm learning graphics and how to do this and that. But just for anybody who is starting a YouTube channel, if it doesn't sound good, or if you don't like it, or if you don't feel confident in it, don't put it out. But sometimes you have to just put it out, even if you don't feel confident in it. Because let me tell you something. It was like a Real Housewives of Potomac review. I think it was like episode 2 or 3. I was not feeling it. And I don't know if y'all remember, but I didn't review it. It didn't come up to the next day, like Monday at 7:00. And y'all know that's unlike me, because I usually do my reviews the night that the show comes on. And I put it out on a Monday. It was like at 7:00. And I didn't even listen to it back. I hated it. I hated everything about that review. I didn't like it. I didn't find it funny. I just didn't like it. So I was listening to reading the comments, and everybody liked the review. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because I didn't like it at all. And I remember talking to my friend, and I said, girl, you watched the review for the Potomac that I just did? And she was like, yeah, I loved it. I was like, girl, you like that? Girl, that was terrible. But, sometimes you can be your own worst critic. So just start scared, put your best foot forward, give what you can give. If 5 people watch or 5,000 people watch, give your own self your own flowers, toot your own horn, honey. Get into it as you get into it and be moving forward. That's all I got. I ain't got no more, in the words of Funky Donnie. And the same vice versa. If a viewer doesn't like the format of a reviewer, find someone else and be happy instead of being rude in the comments. Thank you. There's a lot of people that you can go and watch. You don't have to bring down someone else. And another thing I want to say too, also, if you're watching someone and they don't happen to do things like another reviewer you watch, don't put that other reviewer stuff underneath their comments. You should watch so-and-so because they said it like this, or you should watch this person because they don't do that. That is so rude. Okay. Because first of all, why would you drive someone's traffic away from them onto another show? Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not nice. And I've seen it more than once. And, I leave it on there because I want everybody to win and whatnot. But at the same time, it's rude. I know you might not think it is, but that's like y'all going over to Little Black Book's channel and then saying, everybody come with me. Let's see what Misha talking about. Don't do that. like let him shine, okay, and get his judge. And then when y'all say, okay, he's the serious part of it, he broke it down, he gave us the analysis, he said they need medication and whatnot. Let's go over here and see why Misha said her wig was sitting to the left. We're 2 different people. We have 2 different points of view. So I like his seriousness. I like his panels. Then I come over here and I'm lighthearted. I appreciate the show for what it is. Whatever I see in that hour, that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm not about to break them down, honey. I don't care nothing about them after I finish watching. Romel, what made me want to start my channel? What made me want to start my channel is that when I was younger, I wanted to have a talk show. That was my goal. Everybody knew that in school. Baby, they knew I was going to grab a pretend microphone. I was going to grab a brush, a spoon in the lunchroom. Honey, I was banging on the tables, rapping, singing, telling everybody they was going to see me on TV because that's who I felt like I was. And, I went to college and decided I wanted to be a pediatrician. But then I said, you know what? I'm not about to be in school for the rest of my life, honey. Child, 17, 18 years of school? Oh, no, ma'am. No, thank you. So then my aunt was like, you should be a newscaster. And I was like, I think I can give a little zhuzh to the newscaster. Okay. So I was like, okay, let me do that. So then I decided to go into radio and television. And because I wanted to be a talk show host, like, let me tell you something. People hate Wendy Williams, but Wendy Williams is the protege. Do y'all hear me? Okay. That's the blueprint right there. When I see Wendy Williams and how she is unapologetically her, she don't care what nobody say. Child, she gonna sit in that purple chair. She gonna speak her speech. She gonna pipe up. She gonna say whatever it is she feel like saying, because that's just who Wendy is. But sometimes she take it a little bit too far, but I respect her. And so, that's why I started it, because I wanted to have my own talk show, but I knew that probably never would happen. So I was like, you know what? Actually, my sister had started the YouTube channel first, and I started a business. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start my business and I'm going to do this. And I'm not even going to really be concerned about YouTube. It takes a long time. But then the roles were reversed. She was like, I think you will be better at YouTube and I will be better at starting a business. And I'm like, I think I'll be good at starting a business too. What you trying to say? So, we fighting as sisters and whatnot. And she was like, just try the YouTube channel. And I was like, well, what am I going to do on a YouTube channel? Because I'm very private. And I didn't see myself doing vlogs and showing y'all my shoe collection and all of this. So I was just like, well, I like reality TV. Maybe I'll just do reviews. And so that's why I decided to do In My Opinion. And that's how this was born, honey. All right, let's see. The reason I don't like Wendy is because she take it too far. Just report the news. Romel, I'm with you. She does take it too far. And also another reason why I actually stopped watching Wendy, not that I don't like her anymore, but it's not as exciting to hear her hot topics, because I would tune in just for the hot topics. But now you got the Shade Room, you got the Jasmine brand, you have YouTube, you have just social media in general. So most of the time, by the time Wendy reports on the hot topic, I already seen it. I'm like, girl, I already seen this, honey. What are you even saying? Child, I ain't got time for this. This don't make no sense. We already been through this. So, I just feel like that's the way to go. Maybe they need to insult because there was no one else. What happened? Maybe the need to insult because there was no one else around. Who? The need to insult who? Wendy Williams is messy and she stood in her truth. Baby, she a mess maker, honey. Allegedly. Shout out to Wendy Williams. Honey, Wendy says she gonna be messy. She gonna almost get beat up by Total. Honey, she gonna do whatever. That's when Pam was in these streets and she wasn't, praise the Lord. Oh, child. Pam said she was ready to get it popping. It's any time of the day. Whose birthday is it? Okay, I don't know who Tracy is because I haven't seen it, but happy birthday, fellow Virgo. Happy birthday. This is why I hate people. Y'all so crazy, I swear. Sunshine and Flowers, thank you for the super chat. You a mess. Don't let my name fool you. I know that's right, honey. Don't let all this grinning and me filtering myself on these reviews fool you either. Because I can really get into it as I get into it. But I be trying to be PG-13. That's another thing too. Somebody had commented, why you always, what did they say? Why are you always censoring your cuss words? We're grown. Oh, okay. I know that we're grown, but I don't like to hear a whole bunch of profanity. People who use profanity every other word, they lack a vocabulary. That's my opinion. Okay. I feel like I can get the same entertainment value across to you without calling them witches and pros and skanks. The most I'm going to say is heifer. Okay. That's just a cow. Okay. I'm going to call you a heifer if I don't do nothing else. But I'm not going to call you a derogatory name like a pro or a witch. I don't do that. That's not my steez, honey. That's not my zhuzh. And I don't like to do that. I don't feel like it's okay. I don't feel like that is okay. And I don't see anything wrong with me censoring my cuss words. You know why? Because when you listen to my reviews, you can listen to them anywhere. When you listen to Chloe, you can listen to her anywhere. It's not a whole bunch of profanity and cussing. JB, you can listen to it anywhere. I guess you can call it a podcast. Dina the Explorer, Cindy. What's the other one? It's a lot of other people I watch. They don't use a whole bunch of profanity. You can watch it anywhere. So I don't see anything wrong with being universal, honey. If that's what you do, then do it. We love you. Misha, I'm dying over here, not medication. You know, he be getting into it, child. He'll dissect them people down. Do y'all hear me? You say one wrong thing on that show, baby, Little Black Book gonna get it together. I disagree, although it may be true for most, but for some reason, I love cussing. Look, don't get me wrong, honey. I'm gonna say my cuss words, but I feel like if you just fill the entire thing up with this stupid mother effing B and this stupid H, and I don't feel like this ignorant B and the H, and I ain't got nothing for this H, and if that B did that, then this H gonna do that. I can't listen to that. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't even know what's being said because I need, I need to understand what you're saying without you just cussing. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm grown, so I will get your together in real life. But on my reviews, I just want to give you something lighthearted. And, I feel bad because people of all ages do watch my reviews. Don't get me wrong. We all grown. Of course, I understand that. But at the same time, I just want to give you something that you can listen to around your grandma. Okay. Your grandma don't want to hear me calling her a pro. Honey, she probably already know what she is, but she don't want to hear me saying it. Ciao, goodbye. You have to be careful here on YouTube. They're constantly going through videos and making them age restricted for any reason. You sure do. Honey, let me tell you something. A lot of times, the funniest thing just happened to me, as a matter of fact, now that you say that, my videos kept getting flagged and they had to have a human to review it. And I'm like, why would they have a human to review my videos? I don't even really cuss like that or nothing. So I'm just confused. So I get an email from somebody at Google. And first I got an email saying that my video was suitable for ads. And, I could go ahead and put it out and it could be monetized. And I'm like, all right, cool. So then I get a YouTube email from Google or something. And the person on the other end was an actual real person. And they said, hey, I reviewed your video for it to be suitable for ads. And I just want to say that it is hilarious. And I thought that was so cool. And I actually saved that email because just the fact that because they have to listen to the entire video in order to tell you that you can use it for ads. So sometimes they flag mine and I'm like, why are they flagging me like 3 and 4 times in 1 week? Let me find out you're just trying to listen to this review on the slip. Like sometimes I have to wait to actually monetize on the video because it's been flagged. So yeah, it's just the inside thing. But yeah, to each its own. Cuss away, honey, but don't be mad at me because I'm not cussing. Child, what is wrong with people? That's why I like Tabitha Brown's Comeback to Wendy. All class, no profanity, and still cut deep. Honey, like a knife. Cut her all the way up. Honey, I ain't heard from Wendy since. Aren't you demonetized if you use too much profanity, or does YouTube just delete the comments? I don't know. I haven't had that issue, so I'm not sure what happens if you use too much profanity. You can use profanity if you want to. I'm just saying not like every other word should be profanity. But I'm not sure. All that cussing sounds like Heavenly for married to me. Baby, Heavenly get into it. She don't even really just cuss that much on her channel. From what I remember. They just want to find a way to listen to your videos on the show. Okay, that's my Misha. Oh, yep, definitely got to flag her. Because I know she's saying something. Chill, I ain't doing nothing over here. I need to know. I'm confused. It was never explained. What, Black Butterfly? What do you need explained? Hey, fellow Virgo birthday queen. My birthday is 9/18. Celebrating all month long. Wearing a crown all month. Okay, I know that's right, Sapphire 7. Happy birthday. That's Chloe's birthday, too. My birthday is on the 17th. And we're going to have a big old birthday live. Also, cussing can get your channel striked. It can. You think you're getting away with it, honey, until they start getting that robot to go through there and pick up on all these cuss words. And child, you looking around like, what happened to my video? We like your positivity, Misha. Too many on YouTube are too serious and negative with everything. Like, yeah, lighten up. We can get into it as we get into it. Like, we don't really have to do the cuss of it all. Yes, for those going into the office to listen to Misha, so others tune in for your reviews and subscribe. Yes, please. And also, speaking of subscribing, there are 553 of you on this live. Please do not hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you get anything out of the content. All right, honey, let's keep on going. Let's move on over to another show. Misha, you had me all week with your Kai impersonation. We in a relationship. Girl, bye. Girl, gone. Honey, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something, honey. Ooh, child. When I tell y'all that review was both, I mean, that reunion was both boring and entertaining at the same time. The first half, they could have just zoomed them in. Honey. Just do a Zoom call for Eric and Jessica and LaRonda and Sean. They could have just zoomed us in. But when they went to Alexia, Kai, and Darian, as I like to call him, Darian, okay? Because I don't like to give him his real name. Honey, you're going to get this name I'm giving you today. But when they went to them, and first of all, y'all supposed to be in a relationship or your relationship, and you sitting 17 miles apart from each other, okay? Alexia over on the other couch with them thighs out. Baby, Alexia had them thighs shining, didn't she? I said, girl, you better shining, 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 shining. Yeah, I know that's right, girl. You better shine, honey. So she was over there, had her little thighs out and whatnot, greased up, honey. It looked like she had some cocoa butter on them or whatnot. She over there with her ball bobbing. And then you got Kai over here in her sparkly jumpsuit. And, you know, they're getting ready to get into it over here, her and Darian. And when Egypt asked her that, I thought she was going to say, we're together. You know, something simple. I mean, just something simple. Baby, that girl said, we're a relationship. I said, oh my God. I said, girl, what? Not y'all in a relationship. Girl, goodbye, honey. Goodbye. But speaking of put a ring on it, what do y'all think about the couples? I honestly think Sean and LaRonda will get married. They made for each other, honey. She want to iron his clothes. He want to crown her shoulders. She going to fix his bottle and he going to take a nap. Honey, it's going to be fine. Okay. I feel like they're going to be together. They're going to get into it as they get into it. Eric and Jessica. I don't know. I feel like that's the couple that's just going to be together for a while, but they just together. I mean, she got that ring, but honey, they're going to forget all about that ring when those cameras go down. They're going to be together. But I just don't really see the marriage coming anytime soon because Eric likes to nitpick stuff. So I don't see it happening soon. I mentioned from the second episode, Darian was messing with Kai, and I'm sure Alexia knew all about it. Listen, I knew something wasn't right, and y'all know I'm finna say it, when she jumped in that truck. Honey, when I see her get in that truck, I said, okay, they doing something. It made her look a mess. I hated it, and you can tell he's something else already. Poor baby. Child, and then all of a sudden she got mad and jumped up and she left and he went following behind her. And I'm like, why is he following behind her? What is happening? Child, that was a fool. She was mad because Egypt wouldn't let her say what it was she wanted to say. Honey, she was mad because Egypt wouldn't let her speak her speech. But you're not saying anything. So, I mean, therefore and thus and such. Like, what are we really talking about? Did you see the Yes, I did. Enlighten Hugh. I saw that. And I wish they would have played that on the actual reunion because Alexia got to show her dates. And you know what was strange to me? I didn't think she actually liked Chris when she went on a date with him. I thought she liked Monty more, but she actually liked Chris. But you know what I did love? The fact that Darian was sitting there squirming in his seat. Okay. He was squirming. When she said, so are y'all going to go on a second date? And Chris was like, I mean, it's up to her. And Alexia was like, oh, I would love to go on a second date, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth. And he went over there and sat next to Alexia. Darian was trying to keep it together so bad. And I saw his jaws clenching together. I was like, oh, he real bothered. Oh, child. Baby, Kai went live and she said Darian doesn't even own the condo. And he had another lady in the condo. That lady ain't even from the U.S. She's from Greece. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what he get. I'm glad she spilled all the tea. That's exactly what he get. Had you stayed your butt at home and act like you had some sense, all your business wouldn't be in the streets. Now you for the streets and your business for the streets. Ciao, goodbye. I only watched Put a Ring on It to watch you and Sean Unfiltered. But this season was my season was my one staying last. Not enough depth. But I will watch your reviews. Are you talking about a Put a Ring on It? Child, of course, it ain't have no death, but it was good, honey. Yes, he was out in his feelings. Girl, he was mad. I said, oh, he got an attitude. I could see him looking. And then when Chris got up, honey, he had his little ankles out too. He went over there and sat next to Alexia. I was like, oh, child. But I did want Alexia to sit back. Honey, sit in it. Relish in it. Hold your shoulders back. Hold your head up. Like, let him see you, people wanting to be with you, honey, wanting what you have. Because, honey, he really think he won some over there with Kai. Child, y'all both look ridiculous, okay? No, she really is kind of slow. Oh my God. The man on Little Black Book be sounding like he be struggling trying to get up through the interviews. It's ridiculous. Amber, let me tell you something. He was so shocked. It wasn't that he was trying to struggle to get her through the interviews. He was so shocked at what she was saying. He said something on there that was so funny to me. Let me see. Let me try to think of what it was. And I said, this man here is a fool. Y'all know I love some. I don't think he knew he was being funny, but it was funny to me. What did he say? I don't know, honey. I'm gonna have to think about it, and then I'm gonna come back and let y'all know. But it was so hilarious. And when I was watching the whole thing, she was dropping all the receipts, and he was just sitting there taking it all in. I'm like, I know that's right, honey. I'm here for it. Now that interview was good. Oh, another thing too, I want to say. I know somebody had asked me to thank you for the super chat, Jay Smith. Darion's card got declined at Juicy Crab. Look, when she said that, I holler. But then, he all on live spreading his stimulus checks out on the floor. I said, not you done saved up all these stimulus checks to get them together, child, to try to do this live. Boy, goodbye. I do not have time to be playing with you. You don't put all this stimulus money on the ground talking about, I didn't appreciate you saying, Alexia, take care of me. I didn't appreciate you saying, Alexia, go take care of me. Shut up. Y'all know I can't stand to hear him talk. And somebody sent me that live in my DM. And I said, should I watch this live? Because I think I'm going to have an attitude. And I watched it. I said, not him with this stimulus money, honey. He got enough kids, child. He getting their stimulus checks, his stimulus checks. He getting their money deposited on the 15th of every month. Honey, it's a mess. He did. Kojo is a low-key comedian. He is. And it's like he be saying it. And it's like he's not trying to be funny, but it actually does come out funny. And baby, I be hollering. I'm like, he don't even know what he's saying. 20 grand is nothing. I can spend that in a day. Vlog Media Breeze. I know that's right. Child, I was like, okay, boy, you got this money on this floor. Oh, nasty money. Do you know how many germs are on a dollar bill? Oh, nasty boy. That can't be stimulus money. You know, Darion hasn't fixed file taxes since 2000. Child, listen, it didn't matter, Monique, because they had a portal for that. If you didn't file your taxes, honey, they still had some kind of way for you to get around it, child. They was even giving the homeless people stimulus checks. So I know they gave Darion something. It's his baby mama's stimulus checks. Probably was. He ain't nothing but a shim-sham artist. I'm glad Little Black Book didn't let her put out receipts about Alexia's past relationship because she procked her from them alligator lips. Yeah, and I was like, girl, stop speaking on this lady. Why are you mad at her? You messed with her dude. Like, I'm like, why? And then she was like, yeah, they be having threesomes and this and that. Let me tell y'all something about Alexia. I personally, y'all remember, if you watch my Put a Ring on the reviews, y'all remember when I told Alexia, listen, girl, honey, I'm speaking directly to you as a big sister to a little sister. Okay. We could talk about it. And we talked about it. I personally spoke to her on the phone like a girlfriend. Okay. Hey, girl, what's going on? I spoke to her. She ain't with Darion, honey. She don't want nothing to do with Darion. She doing it. She getting the judge that needs to be given, honey, living her life like it's golden. And she don't want nothing to do with him. He ain't nowhere near her. She ain't nowhere near him. Okay. She's actually, what she says on her lives is actually true. When she says, I'm outside, honey, I'm outside by myself. I'm doing what I'm doing by myself. That's the real deal. She's a very nice, down-to-earth person. Very sweet, very kind. She was just a good time. You know what I'm saying? She was a very nice lady. And I really do wish her all the best. So for people that are saying, I had one person in my comments, child, she wouldn't stop. She was like, they're back together. They're back together. They're back to. I'm like, girl, they're not back together. Like, I don't want to put that on her. Okay. Now, if I seen it, then I would say something, but they're not together. Okay. I spoke to her on the phone. Hey, girl. Alexia. I called on the phone. We talked. She's very nice. She said she loved my reviews, honey. I know people gonna be like, why would she listen to your reviews, honey? She does, okay? And the whole cast and crew. She was very nice. She ain't with no Darion, honey. He's a trash box, okay? Thank you for the super chat, honey bee fly. I ain't seen you in a while. My boyfriend recently moved in and he is now a huge fan of your channel. After the shows go off, he's quick to ask, are you ready to turn on Misha? Tell boyfriend y'all getting into it as y'all get into it, honey. Miss Misha and chill, honey, okay? Not even Netflix. Kai seems obsessed with competing with Alexia. Girl, you're not on her level. Somebody say it one more time. Like, girl, leave that lady alone. She's not bothering you. That's not that threesome stuff. That ain't true. Okay? That's definitely not true. I got receipts that it's not true. Okay? I'm not just saying that because I'm telling y'all it ain't true. Okay? Everything that she said, it's not the truth. What she was saying over there as far as like Alexia and Darion's relationship and they go get the strippers from the strip club, that's not the truth. Okay? That's far from it. They don't get nothing out of the strip club, okay? And you need to worry about your relationship. You need to worry about that, okay? Don't worry about that lady. She is not bothered with you. Misha and chill. Yes, sir, honey. Oh, well, good for Alexia. I'm glad you got a chance to speak with her, Misha. She definitely needs your guidance and support. And baby, I let her know straight up too, Angelic. I said, listen, girl, they always gonna come back, okay? But don't answer. Okay, I know it's gonna be a struggle because I like texts from my exes when they want a second chance. Shout out to Cardi B. I know it's tempting. You love when they run after you. I'm a girl. I know, honey. I like when they chase, but no, don't go back. Don't talk. Don't entertain. If you gotta entertain, honey, give him 1 minute and hang the phone up and enjoy the fact that in the back of your mind, he's miserable without you. And I just straight up told her, I said, listen. From the time I saw you on the screen, I knew that something was special about you. Because remember my very first review when the show actually started and I saw Alexia was just chilling, with her sweatpants on and whatnot, sweatpants chilling with no makeup on. I was like, I think she could actually have her own show. That's when I know Darion was a trash can. And I was like, they could have their own show together. And, I just basically let her know you have something special. Like, child, don't be worried about him, her, and whoever else. Okay? But I also told, I said, when you kept saying, if it did happen, I was a little taken aback. I'm like, girl, it definitely happened now. Okay, let's come on over to this side. But that was all because, of something totally different. The reason why she kept saying if. But she's not with him. She's really nice. She's a really sweet lady. We talked for like almost 2 hours maybe. And she's just really cool. And I told her, look, when I come to Atlanta, girl, you're going to have to show me what I was doing. And we're going to have a good old time. Thank you for the super chat, G-Trey. Eric wants death, but doesn't have it himself. Okay, no, that's right. Sean is a Mitch. LaRonda can do better. Alexia still making excuses for Darion's 3 kids, 2 baby mamas. How many break babies can one have? Alexia will be back with Darion. You think so? I don't think so. I don't think so. I really feel like she learned her lesson this time. She was publicly embarrassed. You know how if somebody don't know about something, you can kind of sweep it under the rug and keep going. But when somebody know about it, then you feel silly if they see you together again. I think it's one of those. So I really feel like she is trying to parlay this, put a ring on it into something else and do bigger things. As far as Eric, he ain't got no depth, child. Just as shallow as that hairline, honey. Okay. And as far as LaRonda and Sean, I mean, there's that. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't think so. I think her seeing herself on TV changed the game for her. I do too, Journey. And also the fact that she wants kids and she wants a marriage first. And I mean, if she's 34 now and she keep on wasting time over there hanging out with Darion and his old scratchy throat, honey, she ain't gonna never have kids. She don't want to be bothered with him day and night and day. Check his IG. I guess Alexia wants to feel silly like Denise Williams today. Wait a minute, what happened? And Kai is a hood rat. Their relationship. G-Trey, she's not a hood rat, they're a relationship. They together. Misha, I don't know if you saw my question, but I asked, what would be your tag tagline on a housewife show. I asked Layla Lynn TV and she said, I'm here to spill the tea, not to be the tea. Okay, let me see. My housewife's tagline would be, if you want to get into it with me, then let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Honey, and then I will hold out my apple. Because somehow I ended up in New York. Honey, I'm just saying. But that would definitely be my tagline. If you want to get into it with me, because you know they like to fuss when they sit down for a dinner. If you want to get into it with me, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. And that's my tagline. I love it. As a matter of fact, y'all call me, honey. I'm sad that they took Real Housewives of Dallas away. I think I was the only person on earth that watched it, but I actually liked Real Housewives of Dallas. It was my filler show. Like when I didn't have nothing else to do and I've watched all of the Housewives, I watched Dallas. And I really wish that they would do a Housewives Houston, which y'all, you know, that ain't gonna never happen. During that Little Black Book interview, I just kept shaking my head. Me too. I was like, oh my gosh. But what else is going on? Let me tell you something. That was the most engaging interview. Everything about it was good. I was like, oh, and then he did what else? Baby, she was spilling all the tea, all the text messages and everything. I'm like, oh, child, this is a mess. Y'all, hold on for 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Wait a minute. Let me go on Darion's Instagram. Child, what's happening? Okay, wait a minute. I hope they ain't making me look like no fool over here on these Instagram streets. Now Douglas said I was married to 2 co-workers. I'm tripping. Well, where else I'm gonna meet them, Douglas? Huh? Where I'm gonna meet them? What we gonna have, a virtual dating show? Oh, you know what? That's a good idea. Let me keep that to myself, honey, before somebody steal it. Have a virtual reality dating show. Let me see. I know you've listen to me, y'all. I'm finna get ready to get an attitude. Not that I just went to bat and this is on Darion's Instagram. Oh my gosh. And then he just commented, y'all, and said, these peasants. Okay, so I'm looking at this. Wait a minute. You know what? As a matter of fact, you know what, y'all? Let's just look at it together. Let me go on over here and share this screen. So what's happening is on his Instagram, it is a video of him and her out together. And in his comment section, he's like, these peasants are so blinded by so much hatred, hurt, that their weak, poor hearts, to where they can't even see the braids in your head. Because people, I guess, are saying, you know, that's not her, or they're not together, or they're not hanging out. And yeah, they definitely are hanging out. Oh, child, honey, I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna put the name in here so y'all can see it. I guess I do. Angel Eyes said, look, Angel Eyes said, yeah, there it is. This is his Instagram name. She said, you underestimate the power of Darion's game. It's certified. Clearly. I'm finna get ready to get an attitude. I'm about to baby, I'm about to call her on the phone. I'm about to call her on the phone. Girl. Oh, okay. So wait a minute, but this is how it's getting into it as we get into it, okay? So over on Alexia's page, they said, Alexia, please tell me about this video that's on his page. Is that old? She said, yes, it's old. But okay, but the braids. Okay, wait a minute. So let me see what the other people saying. Oh, they're like, okay, thank God. He truly don't know what he wants or needs at this point. And then the other person said, thank you, girl. I wish you all the best. You deserve better and you will get it. And other people are like, thank God. But wait a minute, though. Okay. I see her right here with her braids. And then over on the video with her braids, and he tagged her in it. So I'm not sure, honey. I'm hoping that the video is old because that's so ironic that that came out right after I just said I spoke to her. Chloe, tag me on the rant, girl. Tag me in, honey. We're going to have to do a double team on that one. Child, no. Girl, I just say it ain't so. Child, that's got to be a whole lie. Okay, listen. Text her SOS, honey. What? Child. Misha, don't waste your minutes on that phone call. She done reached out to all the ladies on Little Black Book trying to get sympathy and sell her story. Has she? Sean, you would know, honey, because you're a regular over on Little Black Book. So I'm definitely going to take your word for it. Wait a minute. The braids and the nails match her other post. Child, y'all know who about to be all over this? Kamisha Reviews. Baby, when she see... Baby, she be on top of that, put a ring on it. Do y'all hear me? Baby, as soon as something come up, she be like, let's do a live, honey. Let's do a live. She be into it. Why would he post that? That is disrespectful to your relationship. It is. Apparently, they're not together anymore. Child, I don't know who with who. Okay, see, that's why I don't like to... See, now y'all see why I don't like to do celebrity gossip. Because y'all ain't finna make me look crazy. Okay? But she says it's old, so I'm going to go with it's old. Child, I don't know. Honey, I don't know. And another thing, too, because we have like 4 minutes left on this live, y'all, because we've been on here for almost 2 hours, child. We can go all day. Another thing, too, I wanted to say is that I know that some of you saw the interview on Little Black Book's channel, which was a great interview. And some people were like, well, can you do a review on his interview? Although I love to, give my commentary, I don't like to comment on other creators' content. First of all, out of respect for them, because they worked hard at getting the story. It's their story. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to take from what they've created. So, I just try to be respectful to everybody. But what I will say is I really did enjoy the interview. Okay. Really, it wasn't even an interview, honey. He was just letting her spill the tea and sitting back. I'm like, now that's how you get a check. Baby, work smart and not hard. Okay. So he was just letting her spill her guts and it was great. So if you haven't seen it, go on over there to Little Black Book's channel and check it out. Cause it was definitely, she was giving all the receipts. Okay. She was giving what needs to be gave. Alexia, Paige, and Michaela. Hopefully the girl from The Bachelorette can bring us back. Honey, I don't know. Ugh, I don't even know, Sabrina. Child, it's just a mess. And speaking of Sabrina, your name brought me to this. So for those of you that watch my Tyler Perry Sisters, previously on Tyler Perry's Sisters, for those of you that watched that review, child, not Andy and Jacoby together in real life. I said, what? Oh my gosh. I was like, they are really together in real life? She had a real wig on and not them dreads or whatever was going on, them little locks she had on the show. I said, okay, I love it. I love to see it. But your name just reminded me of it. Sabrina from Sisters beginning. Oh, child, yes, she be getting on my nerves. She is so indecisive over there playing with Calvin and his little undies. Honey, if you're going to be with him or what? Okay, because he ain't going to change them drawers he wearing. You want him or you don't want him? Like, make up your mind, honey. I cannot be bothered. Hey, girl. Hey, Santos. Welcome to the Opinionated Family, girl. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for giving my channel a chance. Thank all of you for giving my channel a chance. Okay, because you could have been like, this channel is clearly fake because there's nobody actually here, but I hear a voice. But you decided to take a chance on me. So I really appreciate it. And I thank you so much for that. Yes, knew it from the live they did a few Wednesdays back. Child, now I gotta go up in the comment section. Alexia has been single even though she thought she was with Darion. Out of sight, out of mind, y'all. Look, she been single. Single. Honey, Alexia said, I ain't gonna let y'all put that on me, honey. Please do your Erica impersonation when she cusses out Sutton. Oh, child, when she get into it with Sutton. Ooh, post Sutton. Honey, she didn't know what hit her. She was like, well, I just want to have a little conversation with you. What are you trying to do here? I just want to have a conversation with you, Erica. I just want to know, did you take the money from the widows and the orphans or what? Or what? Girl, what is wrong with you? Like, girl, leave that lady alone, honey. It is no reason for you to be going in on her like that. It's just crazy. Good night, Queen Paradise. Child, Erica is all bark and no bite. Girl, you ain't gonna bust a grape. Child, she needs somebody real to get her all the way together. Not Kyle sitting there saying, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. Not Rena with her bad clothes and her bad hair. Child, ain't nobody paying no attention to her. And I mean, Garcelle now. I was expecting Garcelle to say a little bit more, but she didn't say anything. And I'm like, Garcelle, stop trying to wipe this woman's tears. Okay, she don't want you touching her. You're not a part of her group. And I'm doing air quotes. Okay, y'all know exactly what I mean. You ain't a part of her group. She want everybody to see these tears seeping through this makeup. So stop touching her. Leave her alone. Let her fend for herself. Sutton, keep on being the Scooby-Doo of it all, okay? Because she would have got away with it if it wasn't for you and your meddling, you and your meddling friends, honey. Because baby, Twitter be on the case. The best Twitter that you can watch is Wednesday night's Twitter when it comes to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That Twitter is undefeated. When I tell y'all after I do my review, I go straight over there to that Twitter to see if we was thinking the same thing. And when I look at it, I'm like, okay, it was really good. Child, but wait a minute, let me see, because we about to end our live. Yes, I call her Sherlock Holmes girl. Somebody said Kenya would have invited one of the victims to the dinner. Nicole, I saw that comment. I said, not Kenya inviting one of the victims. Child, I'm not about to play with y'all. But Kenya definitely would have gathered her. Let me tell y'all something, honey. I know it's a lot of people that don't like Kenya. I know we got Team Kenya and we got Team Portia, which I'll never understand, honey. Why can't we all just, child, everybody bring a little something? Just, all these heifers crazy. That's the way I look at it. But Kenya, oh, baby. Erica, as Dorit would say, Erica wouldn't stand a chance. Baby, when she got through with her, it would be on. Do y'all hear me? If it's one thing Kenya Moore can do, it's read. Now, I got to give her that. Oh, they could even send Phaedra, high class Parks. They could have sent Phaedra over there. Phaedra would have got it together, too. I don't even watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but your reviews have me feeling like I do. It is good this season. It is so good. He listening to what? This live? Child, if he listening, leave Alexia alone. Okay? Leave that girl alone and go back over there and get the other one your relationship with. Okay? Kay said, honestly, Misha, you not showing your face isn't a big deal. Mark Dark is another YouTuber I follow, and he never shows his face in reviews. Yeah, you know what? I really don't think it's any different than the slide reviews. And when I say that, it's like, you know how they show you a picture of whoever they're talking about, but then you just hear their voiceover. So I'm like, what is the difference? It may be because the animation is a little bit more vibrant. Because I was almost considering switching over to just doing like the slides, just like everybody else, but with my commentary. But then I was like, that's just not me. I prefer to have some kind of, something that people can look at. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm just going to go through like a few more things and then we're going to end this live. I saw Kenya in person, bought Kenya Moore hair care at Cumberland Mall. She is so beautiful. Is she, Sapphire? Well, I can tell she's beautiful, honey. I ain't going to take that from her. The girl is bad. She's a beautiful woman. What about Miss Wanda? Oh, we didn't talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Okay, let's just talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville real quick, and then we end it because we talked about MAFS. We talked about Put a Ring on It. We talked a little bit about Beverly Hills. You know, I threw a pinch of Tyler Perry's foolishness in there. And what other shows have we not conquered? I think Love and Marriage Huntsville will be the last one. Okay, so what do y'all think about Miss Wanda acting a fool all the way up and through? Miss Wanda really needs to cut that out because let me tell you something. I understand, you're doing this for shock value and you're doing this for entertainment value, but TV ain't good TV. If you're hurting your daughter. And another thing too, why do people hate Tisha so? Like, I just don't understand it. I understand that, you know, people they take a liking to Kimmy. I understand that. But it's no reason to hate the woman. It's like they really be going in like, Tisha, you're stupid. You can't talk. You're a dummy. Like, I mean, it's some of the comments that I read sometimes, not on my channel, because y'all keep it respectful. But some of the comments that I read, like on Twitter or even under her Instagram, because I follow her on Instagram. And some of those comments are like, why would you feel the need to say that to this lady? Like, it's got to be a lot. So, I commend her for being strong, honey. You got a mama like Miss Wanda, honey. She talking out the side of her neck every 5 minutes. And she trying to tell you that your husband got 15 outside babies. And he telling her that she an outside grandma. That man is crazy. She said he outside grandma. She said he got outside babies. And Tisha just stuck in the middle. I'm like, this is terrible. Like, why would you want to treat her like that? And I feel like, Mel is definitely being a mean girl again this season. Now, when I said that, when I very first started doing reviews, I said that about Mel, and everybody was cutting my head off because, at the time she was still going through it with Martell. But now it's coming full circle and people are understanding what I was talking about. I'm like, see, I told y'all. Child. Twitter is a hellscape. They'll say anything about anybody over there, though. They sure will. If you really want to be tore down, go on the Twitter. I think Tisha is very beautiful. I don't believe nothing about her is stupid. I'm sorry. I don't either. And I'm like, I mean, even my first review this season, child, people was going for me in them comments. And you say it. And Tisha, I said, let me tell you something. I had to post it on my community page. I said, look, y'all, I'm not going to hate Tisha because you hate Tisha. I'm not going to do that. Okay? I don't do that. I like them all as a cast. Everybody does something silly from time to time. Everybody gets some kind of sense from time to time. Now, this last episode, Tisha had some sense about her. Now, when she was talking about the ladies from Houston stealing your man, I had to gather. But that's just what I'm going to do. But I don't hate her, and I don't think she's stupid either. Now, she had to work on that speech, but I don't think she's stupid. People not liking Tisha ain't got nothing to do with Kimmy. Tisha's personality is unlikable. She's a bit better this season. No, it does though, Angel, because they say in comparison to Kimmy, like Kimmy is so mature and Kimmy is a communicator and Kimmy is great. Tisha's just a dummy and Tisha's stuck in her ways and she's stupid like her mama. Like, I'm telling you, I have witnessed this. And I'm like, why are y'all being so mean to her? I guess because I just don't have a heart like that. I don't like to tear people down in that way. So maybe that's why. Let me see. Mel is a witch, but a nice one. But she married Martell and water seeks its own level. Ain't that the truth? Yes. First of all, I do want to say, because I didn't post this on my page. And the reason why I didn't post the passing of Greg Leaks. Let me tell you something. Anybody that knows me personally, they know that if I could meet and interact and hang with and get the zhuzh that needs to be given with any housewife, it would be Nene Leakes. I don't care what nobody thinks about Nene Leakes. I love me some Nene. Okay. I think, sometimes my reads can kind of be a little bit Nene-esque on some days. So I say some things sometimes and I'm just like, oh, that would be something Nene. What would Nene do? I love me some Nene and I loved me some Greg. And I am very sad to hear about his passing. And, I feel really heartbroken for Nene because all I can think about is when she had that episode and all of them came over to have that dinner where they couldn't wear weave, if y'all remember that. And she broke down when she was talking to Marlo. And that's all I could think about when I heard that he actually did pass. Because it's one thing for him to have cancer and get through it and they're fighting together as a couple. But I know him transitioning was really hard for her. So my heart goes out to Nene. My condolences to her entire family. And I just pray that she gets through this. And I pray that she's going to be able to find some peace. And I'm sure it's going to take an entirely long time because 20 years is nothing to sneeze at as far as the relationship is concerned. And also, I want to say rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. He was also found in in his New York apartment. Now, they don't know exactly what happened and the reason behind it. There's some speculation, but I'm not even going to say that because I don't like to put things on people, you know, in their untimely demise. So all I'm going to say is rest in peace to him. He was one of my favorite actors. When I tell you that man can act, baby, you put him in any role, especially in a role as a gangster, baby, let me tell you something. It's unparalleled. He was a true thespian. He really was. He was a great actor. I'm very saddened by that. And I'm just like, what is happening? Like 2020 and 2021 just taking everybody. That's why I'm just, I just stay prayed up and I just stay thankful and I just try to stay positive and just try to be for those who are for me. And I wish all of you the exact same. And we are going to end our live on that note. I am going to be underneath this video. I'm going to post the link for the other video for the other channel so I can go over there and do my story time. And I will talk to y'all later. Okay. And we will resume our lives starting Friday. So Friday at 7:00, we're having a live. Well, I think at 7, because I know Life After Lockup comes on and some people watch that. And I do too, because I have to review it. So maybe we'll have our lives at 6 on Fridays. But anywho, we're going to have them. I will talk to y'all later. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.